Greetings, friends, enemies, and also frenemies. My name is Announcer San. I am the duly appointed announcer of this video streaming entertainment you will enjoy today. She arrives from the future year 23XDX. This hero of hope strives to be the tomboy of tomorrow. Today, she will continue heroically building the Gundam Faracto from Kido Senshi Gandamu, Susei no Majo, and thus I give you the one, the only, the rambunctious, the stinky, Cinco. I am not stinky, fuck you! Wah! Upa, welcome! Welcome, welcome! Hello, everyone. How are we doing? Happy Sunday, happy Pride. I know that it was June last time we saw each other, but I'm more in the Pride mood in case you can't tell. Alright, it's alright, Seek, no worries. Hi, Techno, hi, Weather, hi, Cap, hi, Seek, hello. Happy Pride, nerds. Yeah. Alright, what are we doing today? Oh, yes. She's just nonchalantly throw it at you. Let me fix the volume a bit for myself. Right.
My liver function is normal.
The other day I showed a friend where that comes from, like the specific part in Tim Rogers' Cyberpunk 2077 review. Hi, Hano. Hi, Apple Mummy. Hello. But yes, we are back. We're back on track. And we're building the boy. 12 months. Thank you so much for a year, Hono. Can we get some hype in chat for Hono, folks? Thank you for all your support. Love you, mwah. But yeah, how are we doing? I'm doing good. I'm realizing once again that I've opened the version of Chrome that doesn't have my Google Keep. Hype up the bottom. Whoa, he's not gonna like that. Let me open Google Keep, close the rest. There we go. Hello. All right. Oh, I need to move myself a bit. Hang on a second. I'll make myself a bit bigger. There we go. Oh no! Oh shit! I opened something I shouldn't have. Fuck! Shit! Okay, we're good. I will make good on those threats. Hello, Boots! Welcome! So yeah, let's have a look at what we got of the aerial. I'm actually Konging today. I haven't Konged in a while because usually I drink a huge coffee. But today we're Konging. Today we're back to the sugar-free Kong Strong Colossus. Honestly, I've been a bit disappointed in the Kong Strong brand lately because, I mean, first of all, there's supply issues. They're not always showing up in my local little. I don't drink them as much anymore, so I don't depend on them as much. But for a while, it felt like there was like innovation in the space because we had the Kong Strong and the Kong Strong sugar-free, and the sugar-free then like changed label color, which made it interesting. And then they brought out the Colossus, and then they brought out the Colossus. This is not sponsored, by the way. I tried to get them to sponsor me, and they wouldn't. I tried to so. They came up with the guarana sugar full flavor and then the sugar-free flavor that's not guarana flavored, and then nothing else. Like, what am I to expect from the Kong Strong brand if they will not continue putting out new flavors, new formats. I don't feel like, you know, I feel kind of abandoned as a fan, honestly. I have not touched the grass today. I have not. Have you kept? Whoa! Bingo! Will it blend? No, we will not blend it. We're gonna open it live on stream here on twitch.tv/Mario_day_5. Let's go. There we go. Very good. Now for a taste test. What am I saying? I've drunk this hundreds of times. Rocket feel, same as always. Fucking incredible. Recommend it. It's less than £1. And also I got my trusty bottle of water, which is my I'm trying not to tilt it too much because it's full of water. My plastic bottle weekender 2023 official Pilk tumbler. Made of metal. Made of metal. Oh my god. Stop flirting! Get a room! God! Anyway, let's look at what we got last week. I disassembled it a bit. Honestly, okay, so we got done a lot of progress, but I'm gonna say something. I am starting to understand why a lot of modelers get to a point and then they paint everything. They do full paint jobs, because I enjoy building Gunpla like this. I find it relaxing to build Gunpla, just building it straight up. Maybe a bit of detail painting, maybe a bit of customization. But honestly, now that I know the full power of a paint job, like, I've always known it because I've seen it online for decades, literally decades. But now I'm just like, man, I love this. But also, this would look so much better painted. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, oh man. But I can't go down that road because I need to just enjoy this as a hobby as well as just like making everything perfect. Yeah, it's the Bastards MS. Hi, Golden. Hi, Toxan. Okay, here we go. Hang on a second. Seigi no ikari o butsukeru Gandamu Kido Senshi Gandamu. But do you want to spend all the time? Exactly, that's the thing, Fakuikari. Also, hi, Sheila. Hi, Fakuikari. Good spray at your desk. I can't spray here. I have my booth is over there. I can't show it to you because then I would face reveal. But now I actually have a laptop. I had to buy a laptop for several reasons, and I luckily, hang on a second, let me bring the music back. Oh, with the marker system. Do you mean with the airbrush? Oh, just the markers. Yeah. I have a booth and I have like a Gundam marker, airbrush, and a compressor now. That's how I finished Project Pomu, which Pomu hasn't noticed yet. Pomu hasn't noticed it yet. Because she's behind on her art tag and she's been really busy and her cat has been sick. So what I'm gonna do is next Thursday, when it's 2 weeks from the debut of the project, I'm going to tag her. Because I did tell her about it in a super chat. And I'm also doing an expansion to Project Pomu. Project Pomu 2, Guns of the Pomoras. Oh, thank you. These banks, I didn't get a new model or anything. This is just VTube Studio features that I can do. I can just change them. So yes, Lesbian Pride. Yay. She'll see it one day. I hope so. Hi, Sierra. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, I have the marker airbrush system, but that also requires a booth because it also has fumes. No, I know. Golden, I have that. I painted. You've seen Pomu? I painted her with that. Women good. Yay. I like woman. I like a lot of woman. Ba, 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 ba. Well, of course, it's paint. I mean, I don't know. It does smell a bit. I mean, I don't know if they do because I've never used them without the extractor. So maybe they don't have as many fumes as my spray can, definitely, or as a normal airbrush. But look at this nonsense. This is fucking cool, isn't it? It's a shame that this doesn't move down, but pretty cool. It's for the beam saber there. I mean, that's fair. I mean, yeah, you could wear a mask. I would recommend wearing a mask anyway. I used to wear masks with the extractor fan, but then I realized my extractor is so good. AJ, hello! Hello, my friend. Welcome. We are building the Gundam Fracto Pale Industries Pale Industries Gundo. Gund. Gund. We're gonna gund today. We're gonna gund. Alright. Okay. What are we doing? I would say legs, right? Legs are probably next. Yeah, indeed. Okay. Gund! Gandamu, Gandamu, Kibo no Hikari. Gandamu. Okay, I got a lot of topics to talk to you guys about today. Hope we're all ready. Yeah, that's what it is. It is a Gundamified sword, just the same way that like the Gundam, what is it called, Schwarzette? It looks kind of like a Gundamified Darilbalde. One day I'll unpack my Gunpla, one day. But yeah, how have we all been? Have we had a good weekend? It is fucking balmy up here in Space Colony Caledonia. Let me fucking tell you, the weather regulation people in the Space Colony are on fucking strike. And before they left the job on Friday, they put all the gauges all the way up. Like, as far as they could take it before safety levels broke everything. So, we're experiencing a heat wave. Can you believe that we can have a heat wave in a fucking Space Colony? We're meant to have regulated weather up here. Motherfucker. I drew my pulse yesterday and it was 20 degrees there and 30 when I got there. Yeah, right? That's in Space Colony Albion, which is right next to Space Colony Caledonia. But yeah, it's worse actually. It's worse over there because they actually put the gauges further up. Stepping out of the double Zeta wagon. Double Zeta wagon? What? Got 3 Grassley kits. Nice. Argentinian winter. Yeah, Argentinian winter. I mean, I don't know where you are, Faku. I guess it depends on where you are. My friends in Buenos Aires tell me that Argentinian winter, as I knew it in my childhood, does not exist anymore. Because of climate change. My cars are named after Gundams. Wait, cars? Plural? Cap, do you have more than one car? Argentina is on 3 degrees right now. What? That's insane! Also, hi, Nito. Nito, te amo, Nito. Mwah. Love you. Miss you. I've had more than one car. Wow. Look at Mr. Dollar over here. I'm joking. Polar Wave. Yeah, I give my computers names. My main computer is called Garnet because when I got her, she looked like Garnet's hair from Steven Universe. And also, because she's square. I named my phones as well. My phones used to be called, like, my devices used to be named after Steven Universe characters. Long ago, my first PC that I ever got, I named it Magi, and the 3 hard drives were Balthasar, Mercure, and Casper, and that's obviously Evangelion reference. 31 degrees, wow! Z-Wagon, Z-Wagon Mark II, Zeta-Wagon, double Zeta-Wagon, cool. I didn't make it. Yeah, so my current phone is called Special Signature to Save a Soul, after Gridman. And all of my hard drives used to be named after Steven Universe character, and slowly I've started naming them after VTubers. But I haven't had to name a hard drive since I became a Niji main. So it's all like, my hard drives are called Korone, Okayu, and Calliope. And then the others are all like Steven Universe gems. Sorry, let's actually start having a look. Oh, so we need to do 2 of each of these. 2 of each of all of these. Okay. All right. And now my new computer, my new laptop that I got, that is both for work and for play, is Ariel. Because there can be nothing wrong going with Ariel. So boring cars. I don't know anything about what you're talking about. I don't know anything about cars. The only cars that I know about are the Volkswagen Beetle, the Fiat Cinquecento, the classic one that Lupin III. Where? Hang on. E. Runner E. Okay, Runner E is over here. Okay. Alright. Mallory Lamb! Wow, everyone is here. All of my friends and Captain Hurricane are here. Wow. Welcome. You're a fan of Toyota, Nissan? Oh, the other cars that I know are the ones that were used by Ray in Magic Knight Race to name the characters. I like cars. Okay, like, Okay, tell me if any of these cars ring a bell. I'm just gonna name Rayar's characters. Ascot, Caldina, Lafarga. These are all actual cars. They were cars in the 90s, so maybe you know, maybe you don't. Who the fuck knows in this economy? Who else? Who else was there? Innova, Zagato, Lantis, Primera. Can't remember any more rare character names right now. I'm a mechanic in training, so I have no choice but to love cars. Yeah. What do I need? I need E. Hey. Okay, what is... Wait, what? Huh? Eh? Oh, I don't... Oh, okay. E24 and 29. 24 and 29. Okay. I haven't built Gunpla in a week. Because I have not been building Gunpla in my free time. For the simple reason that I have been exhausted. I wanted to tell you guys about this a bit. As you guys know, I have an Android version of Long COVID. It's you know, it affects us Androids too. We're not immune, and it gives me basically a lot of fatigue to the point that a friend had to lend me a walking stick. I haven't used it outside yet. I haven't needed to yet, but there's a combination of things. Like, so, okay, I'll explain what happened. I've been going back to football. I went back to football the last week. I played 1 hour and I was very exhausted and went home. And then this last Wednesday, even though I was a bit sleepy, I was so enthusiastic and I was having so much fun because it was in the sun and I was talking to people and I was outside, you know? And I actually stayed the whole 2 hours. JDM recently. Okay. They all sound like family saloons. What? Anyway, cars. Yeah, let's not talk about the for the Argentinians in chat, let's not talk about the Ford Falcons. My my grandfather had a Ford Falcon, a green one actually, that he got used. Trust me, my grandfather would not have been someone that used those normally. Because my grandfather was someone that fled fascist Italy. Trust me, he literally bought it used. He would not have been using those for dark deeds. Trust me on this. That guy had to flee fascist Italy. It's warm in here. Nah, I'm joking. I'm not fucking. I fucking hate fascists. Come on, man. But yeah. What else? What else was I talking about? I'll talk to you about that later on the MCAP. It's too dark to talk about on stream. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, I was telling you a bit about the fatigue thing. So I went back to football on Wednesday and I played the whole 2 hours. I had a lot of fun. I actually managed to do some shots to the goal, some good marking, some good passing. I feel this is the wild thing when you've done a sport for many years. When you lose your fitness, yes, it's hard to like run around. You lose your fitness, but your sense of the sport, I think, remains for a lot of us. Like for me, it's remained. I know where to stand. I know where to go. I know what to do. I know how to handle a ball. I know how to handle a ball, if you know what I mean. But like, yeah, it's just a matter of like, E26 and 25 as well. Okay, 26, 25, and 26. Okay. But it's like, oh, hang on. These are they symmetrical? They look symmetrical. They do. Yeah, I think they're the same. Sometimes they just number them differently for no real reason. And after that, I was exhausted. Of course. Well, it wouldn't survive it, but maybe you would remember. It depends on how long it's been. I have my longest breaks. My longest break from football was like about 1.5 years, which was during early COVID. That was my longest break. 1.5 years, I would say. And I still retain that sense of play. So like, what I'm trying to say is that anyway, I went home. I was really tired. Of course, like, have you guys heard of DOMS? I know that like people may not know about stuff like this, but DOMS, it's basically delayed onset muscle soreness, I believe. And basically it happens when you haven't exercised for a while, or you're taking up, thank you. You're taking up a new exercise, or you are exercising a muscle for the first time in a while. I mean, when you're taking up a new exercise, that's what happens as well. So that's what happened to me. My legs and a lot of my body was in a lot of pain because I went for it for 2 hours, and I hadn't had that much exercise for a long time. 16 and 7. Oh wow, like yeah, this is all the foot parts. Yeah, and that happened on Wednesday. No, sorry, on Thursday. I got a lot of that. And like, okay, let me put it this way. I have had a lot of breaks in the past. Due to other health reasons, due to like, injury, essentially, in the past. And I've had breaks that were as long or longer, but that was before I got that long COVID. Oh fuck, what? God, that is a very deep gate. That gate is really deeply in there. I don't want to damage the part. This is the weirdest fucking gate. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? Look at this. Look at this fucking gate. Look how thick that is. And how deep that makes the knob in there. It's fucking insane. How the fuck did I reach that with the other leg? Anyway. There it is. Fuck it. What the fuck? So that's why I have headaches. Huh? Oh! Anyway, 16 and 17. So I was in a lot of pain, and I was much tired than usual. Now, there's two reasons for this. One is DOMS, and the other one is aging, right? I am older now than I, have ever been. I'm getting to that point where, like, it takes longer to recover from exercise. All of that is agreed and accepted. But I will tell you that I was finding it hard to move. Also, I think either the day that I played football or the day after, I had to go do a big food shop. I think it was the day after, and I think that also fucking destroyed me. And and I did find it very hard. I did find Thursday very hard, and it was definitely harder than before. And I do think there's a fatigue that had something to do with it. And then on Friday, thank you for the head pads, mate. And then on Friday, I fucking collapsed, man. On Friday, my leg pain was worse, even worse. My exhaustion was even worse. I went to make my breakfast, and as I was making my coffee, and as I was making my cereal, while I was waiting, I had to sit down. I had to sit down to rest for like 40 minutes. Which is why I messaged my friend. Like, a lot of my local friends are disabled, and I was like, does anybody have a spare walking stick that you don't need? Just for a few days. And my friend F, who lives around the corner, she was like, oh yeah, I have this old walking stick that I don't use anymore because she has a new one that is better for her. And this one is like kind of cheapo and not that great, but like, I don't even know if I'm gonna need a walking stick on a long-term basis. We'll see what happens. But it's good to have it. It's good to have it because I've been practicing with it around the house just because you need to make sure that you're not putting too much weight on it or too little weight on it. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But like, it will be very weird if I get to a point in my life where I can play football once a week and then I have to use a walking stick for 2 days later. But I know that sounds weird if you're not disabled or you haven't hung out with disabled people, but that kind of stuff happens all the fucking time for a lot of people that have like chronic pain stuff. It's kind of weird because bodies are fucking weird. Okay, I have all the parts for these foot parts. Let's get trimming. But yeah, so all of that happened. But I'm not. Yeah, I used to have like really, really strong legs. I'm gonna see. Hopefully, with doing it, I'm gonna just do it once a week, and hopefully, if I keep going, it's going to get better. But also, like, I don't feel, I feel very well supported, and I feel like if a time comes when I like need, if it turns out that I do need the walking stick more, and the fatigue doesn't go away, I have the supports that I got, and they are very good, and I feel like I can deal with stuff. There might be some things that I have to give up on, like football in the long term, but for now, it doesn't seem to be the case. We're gonna see how it goes. I'm not sad about it. I expected it to be sadder about it, but I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just like, life is changes. Life is constant changes. And there's a song by a band. There's a band that I really like, a folk punk band called Ramshackle Glory, and they have a lyric that is like, another word for not changing is death. And I am very much alive, motherfuckers. So you're never gonna get rid of me. You know, and a lot of my friends are disabled people, and so like I don't, I wouldn't see things with like pity or anything like that, because it's just an aspect of them. You know what I mean? It's just an aspect of a person, and if that is also me, that's just an aspect of who I am. That's not who I am. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can switch over to cycling as well. My bicycle has been needing repairs for a while, but I've got this big feeling of doing a big cleanup, you know, like, because I am feeling a bit more energized. Like, I gotta tell you though, I'm gonna tell you something. Like, that football session definitely helped my brain, because the next 2 days I'd be more productive in work than I had in weeks. I did a whole bunch of fun programming that then it turned out I didn't need to do because I went down a rabbit hole that I shouldn't have. But it was good and I enjoyed it. I was enjoying it, you know? For the first time in weeks, I was enjoying coding, which I don't normally. So, anyway. But yeah, what else was I gonna tell you? Oh, okay. So anyway, so that's what's going on with me. So don't expect many more streams. Although at the end of June, I'm gonna have to do a bunch of streams together because of charity event commitments. And I'm gonna tell you about that in a second. I am really warm. I'm wearing like my lightest leggings, because I always wear leggings in summer, like, because I'm insane. Right now, I am so warm I need to switch to shorts. So please bear with me one moment, and I will return quickly with shorts, which are fun and easy to wear. Well, that's better. Oh, showing off my sexy legs. Oh, whoa. Oh, hello? I'm happy now, but I have switched to my emotional support shorts. My emotional support shorts. But yeah, other things I wanted to tell you about. So, a couple of things, since I have a bunch of you here. Oh, also, how's my like lip sync and shit? Because it looks a bit delayed on my end. But yeah, hang on, let me just drink some, because this is really cold. Oh, that shit's good, bro. That's the good shit. That's the good shit. It's kind of out of sync. Oh no! Hi, Doxan. Yeah. My computer, I'm actually cleaning my desk right now, as in, not right now, but like the last few days. I meant to oh, you've been here. Oh, I'm sorry if I didn't say hi to you. But yeah, so I did. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Love you. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, my new computer is much more powerful than this one, but I meant to dedicate this entire weekend to, hang on, you're saying that it's not matching up very well? Give me a sec. Okay, give me a second. But yeah, because I have this new laptop, I want to incorporate it into my setup, but I I've had to like Oh, I know what will help. I know what will help. The virtual webcam is turned on. That's definitely gonna help if I turn that off. Okay. Okay, how's it now? I think it should be better. Oh no, I'm an IRL streamer! If I turn, all I need to do is turn this camera up 90 degrees and I will shatter the illusion and break your immersion. But I'm not wearing any makeup today, so I'm not gonna do that. What was I saying? Is it better now, by the way? Talk about football and fatigue. Oh yeah, a couple of good things, a couple of fun things. A couple of fun things that are coming up. Okay, so number one, I'm not gonna stream this because I just want this to be like a fun thing for me to do. Oh no, I was thinking about my desk, sorry. So, I've been taking everything out of my desk. In fact, I had to bring back my stream deck to plug it in to use on stream. Yeah, the idea is that I'm gonna finally do cable management, as well as setting up a location for my new laptop to be, and just making the desk more organized, and also grabbing my big PC, opening it up, and dusting it off and applying thermal paste to the CPU, all of which I think will help without needing to reinstall Windows. So yeah, but I plan to dedicate my weekend to this. I was gonna dedicate Friday and Saturday to this, and then fatigue got in the way. Fatigue got in the way. What can I tell you? And it's a bummer, but it is what it is. Hang on, is that okay? How does that? Hang on a second. This is the. Okay, I definitely need to cut that. It just didn't look. Don't forget to save some thermal paste for a snack later. Oh, I know. For my insides. For my insides. I'll snack on it. I'll try to take pictures as I go. I wanted to make that into a stream. I mean, I guess I can make it into a stream now. Now that I have a laptop. I can also do cooking streams now, and I can also do streams with my booth now, I feel. But I'm not gonna do anything crazy right now because I need to be working on my dissertation. So, sorry about that. But in the future, you can look forward to more things. I'll also be able to stream for my parents if they upgrade their internet, which I hope they do. But I'll be able to actually work and stream with my parents. I can play Apex at 144 FPS. I don't do it though because, like, honestly, it does play a bit choppy. It's got a 4070 in there, that computer, and a 144 hertz display. But honestly, everything does look better when I run it at like 75 or 60. But yeah, it runs real good. Windows 11 though, I need to get rid of a lot of bloatware. I need to install a lot of stuff in there. I need to put OBS in there. I need to figure out what's a good dual computer setup, because I've been hearing about like using. Hi, de Plume de Verre, welcome. Yes, I've had a decent week. Despite the fatigue, it's been a good week, I would say. I'm in a good mood because the sun is shining and I've been playing football and it's been great. But you know, I was saying the wait, how do you say football in French? Because in Italian it's calcio. In Spanish, it's football. How do you say it in French? Le football? Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, my laptop. So I'm very excited with it. I've been playing Street Fighter on it, and it looks great. It plays great. Looks great. I'm playing Apex on it. Plays great. Now that I've figured out the refresh rate issue, because it was kind of a bit choppy running at a full refresh rate. Whereas at 60 FPS it plays really well. I don't need more than 60 FPS and 1080p personally, because I am just, you know, I'm very nearsighted. So, also, I will be able to like downsample Final Fantasy 14 so it looks less pixelated, which I'm excited about. I'm just really excited about it. I just not had the time to do everything I want to do with this laptop, remove the bloatware and all that, and put OBS on it and Discord and whatnot. But slowly I'm gonna do it. It's really, really nice. I'm also putting stickers on it. I haven't started putting stickers on it yet, because I'm waiting for some Pomu stickers to arrive. We say football in French. It's soccer in English, right? Well, it depends on where you are. In America, they call it soccer. In Ireland, they also call it soccer for different reasons. because in Ireland they have Gaelic football, in America they have American football, but in the rest of the English-speaking world, which just football means football, soccer, you know. But soccer means association football, so it's technically the correct name of the sport. But we all call it football. The footy, innit? Exactly. But yeah, the Americans call it soccer, but I'm not American, so association football. Ballon pied. We invented the sport, simple as. Camden? Stop yelling. I'm not what? I'm not American, shut up! Just because I talk all the time about the beautiful sweet breezes of my native Katy, Texas, I'm not from Katy, Texas. I heard America! What was all that about Katy, Texas? Oh my god. I don't think I will ever want to go to a red state. Personally, again, I've been to red states. Not had any trouble, but I don't know if I would want to go nowadays. That was before the 2016 election. Let's just say, and I'm very gay, so. The canon is a mess. The canon is a mess. Thank you. But yeah, before hopping on, I'm gonna hop on the call, so on like my call for freaking collaborators to jump on if they want in a minute. Before I do that, I wanted to tell you about a couple of projects that are coming up. So one is going to be, as I said, Project Pomu Power 2, Guns of the Pomuras. Basically, I bought 2 of those. So for those who don't know, I used a lot of parts from 30 Minute Sisters were the main kits that were like these girl kits that Bandai makes that are like really cheap and easy to make. And they're compatible with 30-minute missions, which are the mecha ones. So I used those for making Pomu. But there's, for 30-minute missions, they do like the main mecha that are like Gundams and Zakus. And they also do like auxiliary mecha that like combine with them and stuff like that. And they made these 2 that look a lot like Metal Gears. One of them looks a bit Shagohody, and the other one looks a bit Metal Gear Rexy. And they're not very big, and they're cheap. They were like a $10 each. So I bought both of them, and something else that I'm going to talk about in a second. And I'm going to build them, and then I'm going to mix and match them in a fun way and use some wings on it or whatever, and they will become Metal Gear Pomu. I'm gonna paint them in Pomu colors, and I'm really, really excited about that. And yeah, and I want to try and make it so that Pomu can ride on it, like just like ride on it, like it's a mount. Or I'm also gonna make it so that she can like plug her legs into it or whatever, like, you know, plug into it, so that she becomes like Robo Pomu, Metal Gear Pomu, you know? Yeah, well, everything is cross-compatible. Like the backpack, the backpack system that they've been using since Gundam Build Fighters is cross-compatible with 30-minute missions and Sisters. So, yeah, Pomu's gonna be able to use this backpack if she wants. And she might want to, who knows? But yeah, so that's one thing that's coming up. I'm not gonna stream that, I'm just gonna do it in my own time. And there's no deadline for that one. It was gonna be much simpler, I believe, but I want to get some more Gundam markers for it. So, you know, it's gonna happen in the next few months. There's also another project that's gonna happen at the end of the year, but that's a bigger custom, but we can not talk about that right now. No, this award ain't got a backpack. Okay. And then, what else was I gonna tell you about? Yes, so we're gonna have a charity stream. 2 charity streams. There's one that's on the 25th with Gattai Live. Time to be announced. We haven't decided on the time. And on the 23rd, I'm waiting to hear back that the 23rd is okay, because originally I said the 24th, and I needed to change it because the 24th is Sheila's, it's a special stream of Sheila's. It's a birthday collab that I'm gonna be part of. I don't know if she's announced it yet. Anyway, sorry, Sheila. Anyway, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. So because I'm participating in that, I'm doing the charity stream on the Friday, and it's gonna be a charity stream as part of the VTuber SummerSlam. I am part of the VTuber SummerSlam, indeed, as is Gattai Live, and I'm going to do a Batsu Gunpla. So Batsu means like it's like punishment. So here's how it's gonna work. It's gonna have 2 simple incentives. Well, it's gonna have a couple of incentives. If you donate $5, I'm gonna spin the Batsu wheel. And there's gonna be a lot of different things on that Batsu wheel that I will have to do, like change tools, use a tool with the wrong hand, like use my tools with my left hand for like a certain amount of time, or hang on, myself a bit. There we go. Or other fun stuff. There's gonna be a lot of really fun ones, like for example, painting a piece a random color, or attaching things to a piece, or whatever. And the Gunpla that I'm using for that is the high-grade Universal Century Revive RX-78 Gundam, which is the other thing that I got in this order coming up, because I wanted it to be like the most like default mecha ever. I have an Intergrade RX-78, but I'm saving that for hopefully making a YouTube video. So I didn't want to use that one. So we're gonna use the high-grade Universal Century one, because also it's gonna be like a 6-hour stream, and you know, I can build an Intergrade in an hour. I mean, obviously the boxes are gonna slow it down, but we'll see. We'll see how we get on with it. Oh, the Beyond Global. Yeah, the Beyond Global is interesting. It's a weird one, isn't it? But yeah, I wanted to let you know about those two, and I'm gonna jump out on the call for anybody that any of my frequent collaborators. Sorry, I'm typing. I'm tippity typing. How do you do an exclamation mark from over here? Point. There we go. Wait, M? Why does it say M? Okay. Okay, but I did choose my name, Mario Cinco.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, stream mode. Oh, hello! Hi, Toxan.
Hello.
Say hello.
I thought I did. Hello?
I love your new reactive.
I also love it. It turned out really good.
Yeah, I love the glow. Oh, who else is there? Oh! We have Sono! We have Sono! Oh my god, thank you for the resub. You're a hero of hope. I love you.
Hi, Toxin.
Hello.
How are we doing, my lovelies?
I'm vibes.
You are always vibes. You are always vibes. You're always vibes. You're so good. Who's a good manticore? You are. But yeah.
I feel
How
like
are
I shouldn't be here.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
No, Toxin.
No, don't go.
No.
You're welcome to be here.
I want to enjoy your cute new PNG.
The cute new PNG. It's I love.
I'm just gonna throw people here. It's fine.
No, it's okay. Sometimes sometimes that happens. For a minute.
Sometimes
okay.
people flirt.
Sometimes people flirt, or sometimes you should. Oh, hi, Jose. Welcome.
Sometimes
I'm good.
I
I'm
just
good.
make noises.
Sometimes someone just makes noises. Also, oh god, what was I gonna say? Oh, flirting thing. Oh, here's of that
here.
cap. Yeah, the gang is
The
here.
whole gang is here.
The whole gang. Oh, how are we doing?
The boys
It's
in
me,
the
Captain
town.
Hurricane, the little shit.
Wahoo!
It's convicted
And such.
criminal Captain Hurricane.
Convicted criminal Captain Hurricane. How are we doing?
I'm good. I'm currently coding.
You're coding. What are you coding?
Something actually for Miss Stream and slash my job. Kind of Twitch controlled LEDs for Gunpla streaming.
Whoa! That is so fucking extra. I love it.
Yeah.
Holy shit! What are you using for it?
So, I'll be using a kind of MicroPython on a Raspberry Pi Pico with a web server running on one core, and just kind of like taking web requests from possibly Mixitup. I need to double check Mixitup can do that.
Oh wow!
To run some NeoPixel LEDs. The code will be all open and stuff, so it's fine. I do have to say that, as I've mentioned it, I think legally I do have to say, full disclosure, I do work for Raspberry Pi, which is why I'm using a Raspberry Pi Pico. So,
I mean, you don't need to disclose to me.
No, but I need to disclose to the stream because I said it on stream. So yeah. But anyway, yes. But I'm thing is I'm being a bit silly and I'm trying to get this like a rainbow thing working before I actually get the rest of the code working, which Yeah, which is fine. It's fine. I'll get there. Don't worry about it.
Cap, I wanted to put you on the spot in front of
Okay.
several viewers. Mind if I DM you about my dissertation at some point? I know that you might not be able to help much, but
I mean, you
it might-
can, but I don't think I'll be able to help you. But you can definitely send it to me.
Well, it's
I'm
less
not
that I'm
really-
going to send you something specific, and it's more that I want to ask your advice, just in general. It's like general
Okay.
advice. It's not. It's less how do I do this, and it's more like a general advice from someone with actual experience.
Cool. Okay.
Compared to me, Cap, you have a lot of experience.
I probably do. Yeah.
You do. So like I just want to ask your opinion on a thing. But we can
Cool.
do that at a different time.
Indeed.
I just before I forgot. Anyway, I am addicted to watching people play through myhouse.wad.
Oh my god.
I forget who I watched kind of go over it, and I don't know anything about Doom is the thing, but I love weird internet horror web series,
Yeah.
so it was still kind of up my alley.
Yeah.
My first exposure was watching Vinny Vinesauce watch it or play it, and of course I told Mallory about it. I don't know if I've really watched anybody else play it. That does sound like fun.
I watched like so I watched like one of the big videos, which was like that hour and 40 minutes video that I think Sana watched as well.
Yeah.
Which is that's a really good one because it's presented like the video itself gives you a really good idea of the experience of doing it. Like the video is really well edited. It has a really good like it captures the vibe and it covers all of the documents that came with it and stuff like that. Then I watched a 3-part video that was like explaining how it was all done. And now I'm just randomly watching whatever videos I can find of people playing it. Right now I'm watching a stream recording for like a 6-hour stream of someone going through it blind with like her friends goading her on, and it's
boy.
great. It's great. But it's also I also watched the one that Chuchu recommended, which was about 40 minutes because it was like edited for for brevity. And that one was really cool because that one was a couple of people. One of them doesn't know much about Doom. The other one is like a Doom knower, like someone that knows a lot about Doom.
Doom knower.
And a Doom knower. And that person didn't know much about analog horror, but that person was catching on to all the little weird things that it was doing with it. Because the map is meant to unsettle you if you don't know the Doom technicalities. It's unsettling anyway because of the horror. But if you know how Doom is supposed to look and feel, it's also meant to make you uncomfortable using that. Sky,
Right.
Yeah,
thank you for
see,
the raid.
Hi, Sky!
Hello,
Like,
Sky.
the reason I liked Power Packs, who's the one that I watched, that's the hour 41, is he kind of explains, like, oh, in Doom, you can't have, like, a 2-story building.
Yeah.
That's not correct. It's
Yeah.
not how Doom works. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because I was coming at this entirely from the perspective of, I don't know anything about Doom, but I know quite a bit about just internet horror.
Yeah.
And he kind of explained all of the Doom aspects of it.
Yeah. I think maybe didn't I send you the one that was like 3 parts? Was that the one?
No, this is Power Pack, the one that's an hour 40. You might have sent me the 3-part one.
Oh, right. Oh, because I think the hour 41 he does explain it, but he also presents it in a way that is very like spooky, which really works.
Yeah.
Like without spoiling it. Also, but yeah, sorry, I'm just gonna talk to Raiders. Hello, Raiders from Sky Stream. I'm Marta5. How was your stream, Sky? I stopped by earlier. How was the crossword? And you were having some mate. But yeah, welcome. I'm Marta5, Tomboy of Tomorrow, Hero of Hope. I am here with my friends, Captain Hurricane, Sonomikan, and Toxan. And I am working on the Gundam Fract from Gundam Witch from Mercury. Later on, we're going to do a watch-along of the latest episode of Witch from Mercury, and which I couldn't resist watching beforehand, but please no spoilers for anybody. I couldn't resist. I was hearing this week Twitter was way better with the spoilers, or maybe I just didn't
Oh my
see
God.
them. Like I saw people allude to it, but I didn't see pictures.
I was like, I went on Twitter and there were no spoilers. I'm like, is there not an episode this week?
Well,
That's
yeah,
the only
yeah.
explanation.
There were spoilers, like written ones, that were also vague, and I think it's because of how, like, everything is escalating. She got 5 new figures. Oh, what figures did you get? Tell us. And also, if you do need to like take a break, then our streaming can really take it out of one. G-Witch, you'll find out tomorrow, Sana, for a weekly watch along.
Yeah, Bjorn
And,
and Monday.
Miorne Monday, indeed. It's really big ones. Nice. But yeah, I might have to do. I don't know how. Like on the day that we're doing our charity stream, I don't know what I'm gonna do with SULETTA Sunday because it might be one of the final episodes.
Oh
But
dear.
Yeah,
Everybody watches the episode and we talk about it the next day.
I guess. But I also want to, build model kits. So, oh, this is so pleasant. Like these feet are so pleasant.
Huh. What does she mean by this?
There you go.
Here it goes.
I got Splash Parade Miku. Yay! 14th anniversary Happy Cat Miku. Yes, Bishojo Lady Loki. Nice. Bishojo Jane Foster Thor and Bishojo Kate Bishop. Fuck yeah! Hawk guy, except lady. Hawk
Ooh,
guy lady.
There's a Bishojo Lady Thor.
It's like Devilman lady. Hawk guy lady. But cool.
She's not- She should be more beefy, but I guess that is the Bishojo way of not having a beefy.
Sadly. Although I was showing Cap the other day, I DM'd Cap about this, and there's a manga I'm definitely gonna read because I follow
read
this.
it.
Like I follow this. Oh, have you read it already? Okay, I'm gonna ask you
I've
about it
read
in a
it.
second.
It's only 3 chapters, but yeah.
Oh yeah, because it's just started, isn't it?
Yeah.
Um,
As a manga, yeah.
Yeah, but okay, so I follow a kind of shitty, a kind of trashy account on Twitter called I think it's like Anime Muscle Girls, and for research, and they sometimes highlight like new manga and new manhwa and stuff, and they showed they were showing what's it called, the this new manga called, what's it called?
It's called
Powerful
Power Antoinette. Power
Antoinette, yes. And it's basically a reimagining of Marie Antoinette as research. A reimagining of Marie Antoinette as like a super buff lady
Yep.
in revolutionary France.
And not only that, but like she uses her super buffness to
Survive the
escape
guillotine.
to escape her execution.
Yeah.
I don't know where she's from, Sky, but she should be more buff either way. She escapes it, and then it's basically like, oh yes, I've been wronged. I love France. Like therefore I must fight the revolutionaries. And so like I'm there just pulling my collar, like oof. Politically this is hilarious, but
I love it. I love it when someone reads The Rose of Versailles and completely misunderstands it.
There's a lot to unpack.
Well, okay, The Rose of Versailles is actually sympathetic to Marie Antoinette to a degree. To the degree of she was a fucking child when she became a queen,
Yeah.
and all of this kind of stuff. And it's a lot of it is like costume drama, courtroom intrigue. But at the end of the day, the revolution happens, and it happens for a reason. And the manga does cover it the anime especially. I have a 10,000 pound Lego collection, says Brick by 42. Wow. That's incredible. I don't want to think about how the value of my Transformers collection. I mean, it's definitely over 1,000 pounds. Definitely over 2,000 pounds, actually.
Yeah.
But-
I don't want to think about the value of my figure arts collection.
Well, actually, no.
Think about it.
Probably not much more than 2,000 pounds, I would say, because like you all of the figures that I got, you could get for decent prices on eBay if you look for long enough. I don't have anything that. I only have like a couple of figures that would like cost like 200 pounds, like Star Saber and Devastator and stuff. Anyway, what are we doing? We're doing legs. First we're doing feet, now we're doing legs. Ooh, ooh.
leggies.
step on me.
I'm just looking at the remainder of the decorations I need for my room.
Nice. Your room is looking good.
It does. It looks great.
Yeah,
I'm so glad for you.
it is gonna look so much better when I have the ceiling covered and all of the lights up and all of the other stuff I want to do.
Heck yeah.
I gave a friend of mine, because he sells at toy shows, a bunch of stuff that I just didn't have room for. And I was like, oh, unless it's something with, like, that sells for a lot, I don't really care if you give me money for these. I just kind of want them out of my house because I don't have space for them. And now I'm like, oh, but what if I ask him for some of the money, though? Because I need to buy some things still.
I don't think that's unfair. I think that's legit, right?
Yeah, I
170.
don't know if he's still there today because it's Sunday. So maybe next week I'll ask him, like, hey, how much did my stuff go for? Because I have to buy the cover for my ceiling, and I have to buy the lights that I want to put behind the cover for my ceiling, and I have a couple more boxes that I want to buy, and I want to get, like, those fake vines to put on around the top of the room to kind of hide the edges of the cover for my ceiling. I have to cover my ceiling because someone built a closet in that room badly, and I had to knock it down when I moved into this room.
Damn.
And my ceiling's all fucked up because of it. And it is a lot cheaper to just cover it than replace it.
Yeah.
It's not
It
gonna cause,
is
like,
cheaper and easier.
it's not gonna cause like water issues or anything like that, right?
No, it's
Nothing
it's like drop ceiling tiles, and they're just all like scuffed up and shit.
Oh, okay.
They're just ugly. It's not any kind of like problem. They're just fucking ugly.
It's just not nice to look at.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I could either replace the tiles or just cover the whole thing, and I'm like, it's cheaper and less effort to just cover it.
Makes sense.
It's not I don't know if it's actually a drop ceiling, but it's like a tile ceiling.
Well,
It's
I don't know what a
those
drop-
like
I don't know what a drop ceiling is. Suletta, forget it. Hi, Zako. Welcome.
Suletta Forgetta, that's me.
Suletta, forget it.
But yeah, it's
Suletta,
those
Suletta.
like kind of gross interlocked ceiling tiles that look fine when they're not fucked up, but they're all fucked up.
like me.
And I just don't want to look at it. But I want to look at you though.
Oh,
Hey.
thank you. Hey, Coleman. What is a drop ceiling?
It's usually like in an office building, a drop ceiling will be like a metal grid and then tiles slot into that grid.
Okay. You see it in schools a lot.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, schools are like that. My kitchen is like that. Which is really nice in my kitchen because we have had to replace those tiles a couple of times, and it's like a drop ceiling is actually really easy to replace tiles.
Mhm.
This is less of a drop ceiling in my bedroom and more like tracks that rows of interlocked tiles are on.
Thanks for the con, Coleman. And the cat pets. Sorry, keep going.
And I forget exactly like what this is called, but it's like a tiled ceiling, and it would just be a pain in the ass to fix, and I don't want to.
Yeah, fair. My flat was I live in a renovated tenement. Cap, how do you explain a tenement?
How
do you define one?
don't know.
Well, I've
I don't
been
know.
to
When you say tenement, do you mean as in, like you rent it or whatever?
It's a kind of building. Maybe
Like
it's
a
more of a Scottish
I would
thing.
say flat block personally.
No, a tenement is hang on.
Any of various forms of property as land that is held by one person from another.
That's not exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been
okay.
to the
The
tenement
Tenement
in New
Scotland
York.
Act defines a tenement as two or more related but separate flats divided from each other horizontally.
Oh right, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, it's a kind of, it's basically a type of building. It's a type of block of flats, very much, it's very like Glasgow and Edinburgh, very specific kinds of
you
block
get
of
it a lot in
flats.
London as well, I think.
Yeah, and they're subdivided in a specific way. Well, a tenement is not. I don't know if it's the same thing. I don't know what is what and where. I've never lived in America.
It's not really a term that's used very often.
I've never lived.
Yeah,
I've only ever lived.
It was
in
only the
Cape-
last few years that I found out what oh, I've already forgotten the term. When you buy like an apartment in America, it's a begins with an S.
What?
It's
A studio?
No, that's a type of apartment.
Sorry, I like spaced for a hot second.
That's fine.
That's
It's
okay.
like when you buy like an apartment in a block of apartments.
Okay.
A condo, sorry, which doesn't begin with an S. It begins
Condo.
with a C.
Condo.
Condominium.
Condo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not my island. It's not my island. This island would fit in the province I'm from. Don't test me, Frodo. Anyway, no, but what I'm saying is that because this is a renovated tenement, these tenements are like from like the like late 19th century. They're like Victorian and kind of fit these nuts. Yes. Let's continue. And yes. So they've been renovated several times and they've been subdivided in several ways. There's a specific shape that Scottish tenement flats have, and mine, I got a very small one for several reasons. I'm gonna talk about it very much, but not a lot of space in Space Colony Caledonia. Actually, that's not true. We have beautiful tracts of land, if you know what I mean. And A20 and C10. Okay, so I'm just like trying to cut all the parts for the leg out before I start assembling it. C10. What the fuck is C10?
Most
Oh,
of
this
the
is C10.
houses in my town are Victorian. We're kind of
Oh,
a
let's see.
historical town.
Oh.
We're like a historical Methodist settlement.
Huh. But yeah, so the point I was gonna make is that before I moved in, this place was renovated by a housing association. And it's why my rent is very low, and also why I had to settle for a small flat. But you know, I can drill into walls. I can do whatever the fuck I want. The flat is mine, man. Not much to live on, but you know, it's enough, you know, and it's mine, and that's why I love it. So anyway, the point I was gonna make is that overall the renovation was very good. I would say like 99% of it was pretty good. We got double glazed windows. We got, you know, I got a brand new boiler. I got all sorts of like fancy shit that you wouldn't necessarily expect for a small rent controlled flat. However, one of the weird things is that in order to provide better insulation in the living room, they added, so there's the outer brick wall, right? Like my wall is the end of the building, you know what I mean? This is where the block of flat ends. And so there's the brick wall, but basically to provide insulation in the winter, they added inside a second layer of plasterboard. And that's fine. But when you look at the ceiling, it looks like there's a shelf up there. I originally thought, oh, maybe I could put figures out there, but it's not actually a shelf. It actually kind of goes down a little. And then when I looked into it, it was actually open. They hadn't closed it. And for ages when I was having it's not asbestos, trust me. But like for a while when I was having my breathing problem that then got diagnosed as well, didn't get officially diagnosed, I suppose. But my breathing pattern disorder, I originally thought that it was due to like particles of like paint and like, you know, building little detritus that was like coming from there, and I actually had the entire thing sealed. But that's like the weirdest part of the flat. That's like the one thing of the flat that I was like, what the fuck? It feels like they didn't finish it. But then it got sealed, and then my problem persisted, revealing that it wasn't that, but it's still good that it got sealed, you know? The other problem that I had was that there was an exposed bit of there was a part of piping that was exposed to the outside, because I think that next to me there was actually another part of the building that got demolished long ago for safety reasons. And there was basically a bit that they never had sealed, and pigeons would nest there and they would fuck all day long. And you may be thinking, what's the problem with that? Well, pigeons are very loud, and they sounded like they were inside of my house, and they would start fucking at 5 a.m. and would not stop until like 6 p.m. I literally was going insane. I had to, I was literally losing my shit. This was during my early days as a VTuber as well. So
I remember this,
yeah.
and I know how bad it is, because every year I have to actively prevent pigeons from nesting on my air conditioner.
Yep. These legs are so complicated, by the way. The amount of parts on this leg is. This is all just one leg, by the way. I'm just cutting out the one leg. Look at all of this, and I'm still not done. Not done cutting the parts out. It's fucking insane. But yeah. So it's like, luckily they did seal that. I think, I'm pretty sure. I never saw them do it, but then again, I don't leave the house very much. But yeah, these flats were renovated really nicely. That was the only real issue that I had with it. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for coming to Mario Cinco's real estate lecture. Okay, I think I've all
in a house like this.
I think I have.
Hey,
most
Seek,
of the
I have 2 cats, and there are many outdoor cats that live in my neighborhood. That does not stop pigeons when you're on the 2nd floor, and they want to nest on your goddamn air conditioner, even though your cat will jump at the air conditioner every time they try. It does not stop them.
Yep. Yeah, because do you know why? Because birds are well, A, because birds are very fast, and B, because birds are stupid.
It's true.
It's both things. It's a bit of both. ¿Por qué no los dos? A bit of both. Oh my god. Can I tell you guys? Last night I was in a collab, in an unscheduled, unofficial collab. But also I don't tend to advertise. I don't tend to advertise it when I'm hanging out in Spanish-speaking streams, because like most of you don't speak fucking Spanish, and you're not gonna go. I mean, sometimes some of you go, because like Hey Boots, who is like my number one I want to say fan. Hey Boots has showed up for my Spanish language streams, even though they don't speak Spanish. I don't know why. I assume it's because they love me. But basically, so I'm just trying to figure out what A parts I need for this. But like it was for Aurelino, who I am one of Aurelino's 73 girlfriends. He's an Argentinian VTuber who is a wonderful artist. I'm gonna commission some stuff from him. He's an incredible artist, actually. He can do stuff in so many styles. What? Anyway, these allegations will never stick to me. Oh, was it this one? It doesn't matter.
I'll see you in court. It says Hey Boots.
Oh no. But yeah, so okay, where was I? So anyway, Aurelino was on a collab. It ended up being like 10 of us in there. It got rowdy, and I did peace out because it got really late eventually. But it was very, very nice. We were like talking a lot about all sorts of things, because also Aurelino was like, I want to ask you guys questions, but I don't want to ask you, how did you become a VTuber or whatever. I want to ask you stuff like, I don't know, what's your favorite ice cream? Stuff like that. I don't know. What do you think about this and that? And there was a moment, I'm gonna tell all of you, there was a moment where we were like, listen to this shit this fucking gringo told me, and we started like venting about gringos. And I'm gonna tell you guys what my vent was. My vent, you probably know what my big gringo vent is. My big gringo vent is the Cinco de Mayo stuff. So a lot of the people on the call were, I think most of us were Argentinian. We had like, oh god, what am I doing with this part? Why am I not cutting it? Oh, it's because I have like a little thing stuck in it. Okay. Like the Cinco de Mayo thing. So as a recap, every now and again, I get people thinking that my name is a reference to Cinco de Mayo. And the first time that happened was completely unexpected to me, because it's not. Because the thing is, Cinco de Mayo is Messias. Gringos, am I right? Funny enough, I have plenty of American friends I've met online over the course of my life. Are you in voice chat? Hi, Nito. Yes, but I try to keep it to like 4 at most because it can get very chaotic. But maybe another time. Maybe another time. But yeah, I was in voice chat without it last night, and ooh, love you. But yeah, hi. But yeah, basically, I was saying that when that first happened, I was like, oh no, have people thought this all along? And a lot of people that I knew thought this, and I was just like, I got really mad because like. Even it was confirmed to me on the call last night because we had like one person from Mexico who said in Mexico it's just like a holiday that nobody pays attention to. It's just like an American thing, mainly Americans use it as an excuse for getting drunk. And I was like, it's a Mexican thing taken over by Americans. Why would they think this Argentinian would take it over? And the reason is I was ranting that it's because people think that all of Latin America is the same thing. People think that we're all just like one single thing. Instead of like a hugely multi-ethnic, you know, set of countries who we do have some stuff in common aside from language, most of us, you know, like we even have a lot of stuff in common with the Brazilians, even though they speak Portuguese. There's like a continuum of culture over there, so that there are things that we can all relate to, but we all have our own different holidays though, because we're all different nations with different histories.
Honestly, I just think people don't think that deeply. They just think words sound similar. Joke.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, absolutely. But it made me very mad because I felt very stereotyped. But the thing that made me feel very validated is I was telling this on the call, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, that is like," everyone agreed with me, and I was like, "Okay, I'm glad that I am with my people that get it." because even like the Mexican person on it was like, that is the stupidest thing, because even if you were Mexican, it's stupid, you know. But yeah, anyway, but it was a really nice call. We were talking about all sorts. What else did we talk about? I can't remember. I would have had a lot of good questions for us that I can't remember right now, but we ended up talking about all sorts, and I just really enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I really enjoy having that kind of separate kind of space. Yeah, exactly. People do think that about like Southeast Asia a lot as well. Like, I tend to like, I think a good rule of thumb is to ask yourself, do I actually know something about a country? And just ask yourself. It's a very easy question. Yeah. How much do I know? And if the answer is not a lot compared to like say your own country, you're like, okay, maybe I don't. Like, I would say that I know a lot about Japan, but at the end of the day, if I say something about Japan or Japanese culture or Japanese history, and somebody that knows more tells me off, I'm like, okay, I, you know, of course. Especially if it's
this reminds me of when like games started getting like bigger games started getting events and stuff. So like I guess they kind of started happening in gacha games earlier, but like say, for lack of a better example, like Overwatch had on their first year they had like a Chinese Lunar New Year event. Yeah. And so people with absolutely no understanding of what that is was like, oh, excuse me, why don't any of the Japanese characters in the game have a Lunar New Year thing? And it's like,
oh god,
they don't celebrate Lunar New
Year. But it's no, they don't. Because
it's
a different. Oh god.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I try to ask myself about these things, and I try to not, like, I think that's important. Like, I don't know almost anything about Indonesia. I don't know almost anything about like most of Southeast Asia. Like, I know very little about Korea, like, and I think it's good to assume that you're ignorant about most things. A healthy thing to do. Unless you're me, in which case you're a genius. But that's, not everyone can be a genius, right? But anyway, what are we talking about? I don't fucking know.
Who knows? Nothing.
Who knows?
Nothing. I'm trying to figure out how to round up in MicroPython. I'm not sure it's an actual thing.
My liver function is normal.
My liver function is normal. What was I gonna say? I can't wait I think tonight after stream, I'm gonna try to run Cyberpunk on my new computer with like all the fucking fancy settings to get fucking blown away. by the
You're
ray
gonna be like
tracing.
you're gonna be like the old was it the HMV advert or whatever where the guys or no, it's not HMV, it's something else. Where the guy in the chair being blasted by the music, but it's you being blasted by the graphics on Cyberpunk.
Yes. Oh, by the way, how many of you have, like, I know Cap has, but how many of you have seen Spider-Verse?
I
I've
have
not.
not yet. I'm going
I'm
on
gonna see
Wednesday.
it next weekend.
Okay. So, do you mind if we talk about it non-spoilery?
I might bounce out for a few minutes if you're done.
Oh no, then it's fine. I enjoyed it. It was really good. That's all I'll say.
Yes, good film.
It was extremely good. I had a really good time with it, and I was really
I'm
happy.
glad part 2 is only 10 months away.
Yeah, we're getting it. Like, yeah, that's public knowledge that there's a part 2 in less than a year, and I'm very excited to see what they do. Okay, no worries. Well, okay, how about next week on SULETTA Sunday we can talk about it, if you guys are about.
Sure.
I think so.
But yeah, I am. Let's just say that I came home and I was very excited about the concept of Spider-Man in general, like I was for the first movie. That's not,
Yeah,
I
same.
I came home and I was like, I'm probably gonna run the Spider-Man remastered on my new computer first before anything else, because I haven't played that game yet, even though I've owned it for PS4 since like launch.
I've heard it's good, but also heard it's like very repetitive. But
I mean, yeah, but I
that's
just
kinda
want a
my
web
thing
sling.
about it, but-
I actually have
Yeah.
both. I have that one and I have my Spider-Man Miles Morales. So
every time you do it, you gotta say it like the MVC Spider-Man.
what?
Web swing, web swing.
What is that? Oh!
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Marvel vs. Capcom. Yeah, sorry, I just
Yeah.
couldn't catch the
And then when you punch a guy, you're like Maximum Spider.
Maximum Spider.
I think they
Um,
did like basically an Amaki comic during the first Spider-Verse comic series about the Marvel vs. Capcom Spider-Man being like that, which is great.
Yeah. Also, still no UK dates for Shin Kamen Rider. I wanna
Yeah.
die.
Very upset.
I crave
Wow,
death.
really?
Yep, no UK dates whatsoever. I don't think we're getting it. I don't think we're getting it.
Boo.
Because the distribution for the US of for Shin Ultraman, the distribution for the US and the UK was like pretty much, it had to have been like organized by the same people because it was like the same week. It was, I remember literally Sono went to watch it one night and I went to watch it the next. But Shin Kamen Rider, there's been no announcement for the UK. I do not think we are getting it,
Boo.
which is a shame because I really need to know what happens. I've been ballooned. Thank you, Zach, for the ballooning.
I
I've
do
been
hope
ballooned.
you can at least watch it somehow because it is.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, oh, I'll definitely be able to watch it. It's, well,
One
yeah, that's
way
the
or
other thing, like, Tsuburaya is much better at distribution than Toei in English-speaking markets. We know this. So, yeah. I gotta say, it did not surprise me. I think it surprised a lot of people, but remember that it's Toei and not Tsuburaya. And Toei's approach to Kamen Rider is, to Kamen Rider distribution in the English-speaking world is, I guess,
Yeah.
like,
They
I
will
don't...
do it if a lot of people are asking for it, but they don't seem to have a way to listen to people asking for it.
Well, but also I feel like the thing with it's not, but the thing is that it's not on fans to do this. It's on a company to distribute their product. So,
Well, yeah, okay. I am speaking from what I have heard
oh yeah.
from distributors of like the toys.
Yeah.
Is that Toei, like the relationship between like Toei and Shout Factory is, if Shout Factory says a lot of people are asking for a thing, then Toei will do it.
Yeah.
But there is not a consistent or useful way for Toei to get that information.
Yeah.
And I think that is the biggest problem.
Yeah. I think that the thing is that Toei is not interested in committing itself to making Kamen Rider a thing in the English-speaking world. They're not interested in committing to that.
No, they don't care.
They don't care. Whereas Tsuburaya cares. In fairness, Ultraman has always had more of a footing, but it's not unheard of for, I mean, Gundam is a thing in the English-speaking world now. Like, it's not as big as it could be, definitely, but it has become a thing, and it's because they've never stopped pushing it. And they brought it over with Gundam Wing for the English-speaking world, and that was a big hit. And I'm like, they could, like, if Toei actually cared, they could do the same thing. The thing is that they're not interested in taking the losses and taking the risk that, for example, Sunrise was interested in taking with Gundam Wing. And I also think that maybe maybe somebody else can tell me. Would you say that Tsuburaya cares a bit less about toy sales and a bit more about, like, I don't know, streaming revenue, ad revenue?
I wouldn't say they care less. I would say they care equally about toy sales, just based on especially the fact that they keep their toy sale commercials in their YouTube videos. I think they are just more evenly spread in caring equally for other parts of the revenue stream and the kind of merch, or the kind of they care equally to ad revenue as opposed to prioritizing merch sales.
Okay, yes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense to me. That's the thing. I feel like for Toei, they're like, well, why would we push Kamen Rider if we can't be sure that we're gonna move X amount of merch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't expect that, because I feel like Kamen Rider merch is a harder sell than Gunpla. Even Gunpla in 1999 or 2000 or 2001, wherever it is that U-Log got Gundam Wing on Toonami. You know what I mean? I feel like that's because Gunpla is something that you can easily sell to a person. I don't think necessarily a henshin device is something you can necessarily easily sell to a person, unless they're already invested in Toku in general. You sell it to Power Rangers fans, but you can't. Sorry, I'm just like trying to like sort myself out. You can't live your life on Power Rangers fans alone.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm back. I'm normal. I just want Bandai to set up some proper affiliates in Canada. Yeah. Some more in the UK would be nice. Give or Gurinder, please.
Yep.
Please upgrade your website, please. Your website is Web 2.0 and it's killing me. I like you. I love Gundam Mad. Gundam Mad is incredible.
It's usable. I've seen much worse websites, but yeah, you could do like a Shopify
It's
update or
just-
something like that.
Buddy,
Yeah.
Can I ask you a quick question about a potential either Metal Hero or Super Robot thing?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm being shown a picture of something, and I feel like you.
Oh, you
know
need to show me a
more than
picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a picture.
Give it to me. Send it to me.
I've been trying to figure out what this is.
Okay.
Dawan.
Fire and wait, that was to say.
I've been trying to translate this in the there's a logo on the back that seems to be like Order of the Brave Dagwan. Okay, it's Dagwan. Sorry, we figured
Dagwan.
it
Yeah.
out.
Oh, it's Dagwan. It's a Brave show.
Okay,
Dagwan.
yeah, we figured it out.
Yeah.
I've been for the past how long have I been working on this? The past 15 minutes I've been trying to read and translate what this is. And it's Dagwan. I don't know super robots, I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. You don't need to apologize. Yeah, models have always been a thing in the States, but even in the 80s, there was already model kits of Dogram and stuff being sold, and obviously Macross and stuff like that. So even though they were not like a huge thing, like, you know, that existed. I'm just no, okay. Now it's like assembly
But
time.
yeah,
For like,
I think that Subaraya one cares more about expanding outwards, and
Yeah.
also cares more about other revenue streams than just the toys than Toei does.
Yeah.
Where I think that Toei is just like, we get enough revenue from Kamen Rider in Japan that we
Yeah.
don't really give a shit about anything else, and it's effort that we don't want to put out.
Oh yeah. Let's if you go to the Wikipedia page for like the biggest IPs or whatever, like Kamen Rider's like 15 in general. Like, wow, and that's just in Japan basically over the last so many years.
And the thing is, the Kamen Rider fandom in the English-speaking world is constantly expanding. There are always new nerds getting into it, and it's, you know, is it ever going to become massive or even compete with Power Rangers? No, it won't, and you need to accept that. Just like Gunpla kind of won't, and you need to accept that. But Gunpla's gotten pretty big as a hobby on itself. I don't know. I just feel like,
well,
they're
Bandai
not
have
really-
been expanding to
Yeah.
the west. They have been, and
They
they
have-
set
yeah,
up
they have been
channels
much
to make
more,
it
yeah.
easier. The one thing is they're also at capacity at their factory. So for the first time ever, they're actually building a second factory. Hopefully, you know, the quality will be as, you know, good, but they are actually kind of making an effort for it, as far as
This is-
I'm aware.
this is the weirdest foot I have ever built on a Gunpla.
Oh.
It's it kind of
Oh.
reminds me of
Like,
what you'd
okay, look at
expect
this.
from a transforming suit.
Look at this.
Like, it's it kind
It's
of
so
reminds me
cool.
of Advanced Zeta stuff.
Yeah, the problem is that it is not. But you know, you can just dub it like people dub anime. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
can
like,
just
the
dub
thing
it.
is, I don't know if I would call Rider more palatable.
What the fuck?
I think
the
the fact that Rider is geared toward a slightly older audience works in its favor. Where, like, yeah, like, that's because Sentai is kind of aimed at the 8 to 10, and Rider is aimed more at the, like, 10 to 13.
Sorry, I thought.
And
I think
I think honestly, if it weren't for Power Rangers, Sentai would be equally as palatable.
Okay, what? Give me a moment. Sorry, I need to mute. Sorry, one moment. I'm gonna take us to a BRB, and we'll be right back, chat. We'll be right back. And we're back. Hello again. Apologies for that,
Hi.
Evan Yang. I did need to run an ad, but I also needed to. My mom was trying to call me, and the phone that is this camera is also my phone. So I needed to call her back. Just to say hello, I'm not dead, you know? She worries if I don't pick up the phone, essentially.
Fair.
Ah.
Yeah, I honestly feel like that's the thing. When you're marketing something to a region, they would need Toei would need to put in an effort that they don't want to put. That's it. That's what it is. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. Like, they are not interested right now. They're happy with what they get from Japan, and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, C9. I just cut out all the pieces. I don't know what anything.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking up, and Gundam's like, you know, multi-billion-dollar franchise, and so is Sentai, and like, well, I guess Power Rangers because it also is global, but Gundam has only really been global for the past 20 years.
Aside from Italy.
Gunpla
Aside from Italy.
itself,
Aside from Italy. Aside from Italy. It's
aside
been
from
in Italy since the 80s. Never forget.
Okay.
Love you.
But yeah. So yeah, I feel like they're just not going to be. Yeah, there seems to be less reason to kind of expand if they don't feel they need to. So if they're
Yeah.
making money from it. But
They make enough money.
Yeah. And
Also
I mean,
leaving
they get those secondary Bandai sales off of, you know, Bandai is here, so we have
Yeah.
they move you know, Kamen Rider, Figure Eye Standard and things like that, just because Bandai is over here. And they're like, yeah, that's enough. We really don't care enough. Would Sentai with just a dub in North America? I don't think if you were to just dub Sentai or just dub Rider, I don't think it would do better or worse. One would do better or worse in the US than the other.
Yeah, I think there's like there will definitely be interest in Sentai by Power Rangers fans if they have access to it. I think that would definitely be the case. Not all of them, but
Oh,
I would say at least a
I'm-
percentage.
I'm disregarding. I'm saying, like, if we did not have Power Rangers, if
Okay,
Power
okay.
Rangers was not a thing, and you
Absolutely.
were to just dub both Sentai and Rider and air them, I do not think one would take off more than the other.
Yeah.
I do not think there would be an appreciable difference.
Well, because it also depends who are you marketing to. Because Power Rangers is still marketing to kids. And it's like, I don't think you can necessarily market Rider or Sentai to kids unless you dub them. You know, that's the thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just I don't think, like, if they were to just dub them and market them to the demographics that they are meant for, I don't know if one would do better. Oh, from merchandising and marketing, I still think Sentai would do better. Because you can get girls.
Girls!
I think girls would still buy Rider toys, but I think girls would be much more attracted to Sentai toys because you have girls on the team.
Yeah, much more often at least.
Yeah, like, we are only just now in the Reiwa era regularly getting maybe one female Rider a year,
Yeah.
which is, you know, increasing as we go. Would they be competitive properties in the marketplace? Yes. I do believe they would be. Based on the animated series that are doing well these days, you know, things like Owl House, things like Adventure Time, Steven Universe, where serialized narratives have become more popular with kids, I think they would still manage to be competitive properties in the marketplace. it would just take a lot more. I don't know if it would be more effort to just dub one. I think it's just that Toei does not care enough to deal with the licensing and dealing with like American TV networks.
The problem is
English-speaking TV networks.
Yeah, because this is the thing. The way to get writer in front of kids is you dub it and you put it in something they have access to. You don't put it on Crunchyroll. Because there might be some weebs that are going to gravitate towards it, even if they have never seen Toku, but there's such antipathy towards Toku in the weebs that's not going to be like necessarily the main market. At least not initially.
I think it would be an interesting experiment, but I think Power Rangers has to a degree poisoned that well so much that there's no way to air a tokusatsu in like the US and Canada. I don't know about other regions. I can only speak to the regions I know. In the current market, there is no way to air tokusatsu without an association to Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And regardless of how well Power Rangers does, I don't know if that would affect things positively or negatively.
Yeah.
Because Power Rangers is inherently such a different property to Sentai. Like, even though it draws from Sentai, it is such a wildly different property in so many ways.
Yeah.
That I don't know if it would help or hurt. Is kind of where I'm at. That's a hard call for me to make. Especially for Sentai, just because suits and fight footage are so intertwined that that one is really hard for me to make a guess on.
Yeah. I still need to watch that Power Rangers anniversary special that's on Netflix. I'm just reminding that. I've heard it's very bad, but I'm very curious.
It's not very bad. It's like
mediocre.
Yeah, it's mid as shit. And like I have like a Twitter list. I can't remember why I have this Twitter list. I think it was for a thing a long time ago where I have loads of kind of the more popular kind of Power Ranger kind of Twitter accounts. And honestly, they all have like bad takes because all the media they consume is fucking Power Rangers, so they literally have no idea.
Oh god, that's poison.
The
That's
quality
terrible.
of media. You know, you sometimes get, Samurai is actually a good show. I'm like, it's not.
No,
Just
it's
in
super
every
mid.
way, shape, and
No,
form.
it's really I wouldn't even call Samurai mid. I'd call Samurai bad.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Sorry,
The
it's
only
bad,
the
yeah.
only merits it has is that it will just lift scripts straight from Shinkenja.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then do them
So
worse.
it will sometimes have a really good script.
Yeah.
And I don't blame the actors. I feel like the
Oh, no, of
directing in
course not.
Power
No, no, no.
Rangers is because I know a lot of them care and put their best foot forward. But the directing specifically on Power Rangers babies the show so much
It does.
and
And also-
gears the show so much, even much younger than Sentai's core audience.
Sorry, I just
Like,
want
I
to
would say
it's
Power
just-
Rangers is geared for like 5 to 8.
Sorry to
That
interrupt.
is correct. Power Rangers is 5 to 8, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to point out a really fascinating thing that I'm doing with this part. This part goes through here like this.
I did notice that.
Isn't that insane? Isn't that
Yeah.
insane?
That's
That's
kinda
kind of, and then it gets locked in by the next part that I'm gonna add here in the back. We're almost
Oh,
done with
yeah.
the leg, but it's so complicated. Sorry, I just
Nice.
needed to point that out
No, I was like,
in
no,
my own
I,
stream. I'm not apologizing.
yeah, no, it's, 5-year-old boys, I believe, is who they target with Power Rangers.
Yeah,
Because marketing's weird. And it's like, but girls, how are we supposed to market to girls and this kind of thing? I have no idea. Well, then
yeah, I
then we
feel
won't.
like since it's been picked up by Hasbro, they care at least slightly more about
Yeah, that's
marketing
probably
to
fair.
girls.
yeah.
Just because Hasbro has even the slightest inkling of how to market to girls
Yeah.
because they've had shows geared toward girls. But if I think the way that Power Rangers lowers the demographic age does not do it any favors.
No.
Yeah.
And also, I think like, having seen some of the directors talk on Twitter, and having seen some of the very cringe Power Rangers people like basically kind of retweet and co-retweet these kind of people who are basically it's just their kind of their day job. Like it's not special directing for them. It's just, oh yeah, I'm just going into the day to kind of direct these teens for this kids TV show sort of thing. And then they're just very cringy, kind of treating it like a Steven Spielberg doing like a big movie or something like that.
Oh my god, look, you guys,
Yeah.
look at this fucking leg.
It's a lovely, it's a great leg. I'm looking at it. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna do panel lining now, but it's just incredible. Also, like this
I
entire
like
this
the
entire
permit
thing.
on the is that a thigh
Here.
at the top?
Yeah, that sticker was really hard to put in there. I don't think it looks great,
Ooh.
but you know,
I like the way
yeah,
that foot is coming apart and going together. That's good.
yeah, because it's like the gun here.
Oh yes, of course it is. Yes.
Yeah. You can just like pew 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 pew. And also just grab and stuff. It's just kind of wild. I'm wilding out over here, Jerry.
It's good.
But yeah, let's panel line.
great.
Let's panel line it. Let's bring out the panel liners. Oh no, the markers are over here. Okay. Yeah, here we go. We need a white panel lining marker, I think. I think that'll be really
That
cool.
would be great.
Or for like a highlight.
I would love a white panel liner.
Yeah, they just released a bunch. Oh, enjoy the lurk. Good night, Coleman. But yeah, they've just announced a bunch of like kind of hologram colors. They've been doing those in Gundam markers for a while, but they announced a bunch more, and yeah, it looked really cool. Yeah, let's do.
I
some
did end up
lining.
ordering that pack of like weird colored liners.
Nice. Oh, weird colors. Tell me more.
It's what are they? Hold on, let me pull
I
it
thought you
up.
said like brown.
Yeah, like there's brown, there's the normal brown and gray, but there's also like blue, orange, and like an olive green.
Oh, can you send it to me? Like,
Yeah.
link?
Here, let me
Thank you. I'll check it later. Yeah. Oh, this design is so good.
but I wanted the blue and maybe the orange, or the blue and maybe the brown for Cubile.
Oh yeah, because you're building that nice Cubile.
Yeah, so I wanted I wanted panel colors other than black, and I looked at her and I'm like, oh, black would look like shit on this kit.
Hmm. Are you doing that for Gamers Outreach or?
Yes,
Oh,
that
yeah,
is
because-
that is my Gamers Outreach kit.
Yeah, because I was stupidly asking Chloe if that's okay if I build Gunpla because I forgot that you were building Gunpla for it already and you had done it already. But yeah,
Oh yeah,
I
I don't
it's
think
gonna
they
be-
care what you do as long as it's like family friendly.
Yeah, I told her it's gonna be fine. I told her a different date, but she hasn't gotten back to me. But hopefully she will tomorrow. How far does Hi David, how far does the knee bend? Good question. The leg bends. It's a double bend, I think. No, is it? No, it's not. No, it's a single bend, but it's really good. Really good single bend. Really good. Decent single bend. Single
Right,
bend.
I need to go. I need to get some dinner before D&D. Have a good build and a good watch along.
Thank you. Love you.
Have
Mwah.
fun.
Try not to
Right,
cry
enjoy.
too hard.
I will try. Okay, what does that leg look like? Oh, it's just black. Okay. So. Okay, here we go. Yeah.
I'm trying my
Um,
best to contribute to conversation, but I'm also working on art, so I apologize if I'm quiet.
You're okay.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm just vibing. I have a lot of opinions on television marketing and
This girl,
that
she
sort
has
of things.
opinions.
It's I like to stay in my lane, but that is my lane.
It is your lane.
Oh, Maru, I think I told you. I do have something at least interesting to talk about here on my own side. Because I don't have a lot to say about Toku, I guess, merch. I'm the least knowledgeable of Toku merchandising. I am collecting the Xenogears soundtrack now. After I beat Xenosaga, I'm like, man, I need that soundtrack. And I found the Xenogears CDs. It's a 2 CD back, which is very funny to me. Just like the game. So now I have a disc 2 soundtrack. The
Yes.
album art looks insane.
Have you checked out the scans of Xenogears Perfect Works?
Oh, I need to do that next.
Because I mean, the art book itself is really expensive, but the scan is fully translated.
Yeah.
It was never fully translated into English officially, never released in English officially, but the scans are fully translated and they're definitely worth your time. Oh, hey, Karuni, SULETTA Sunday. Hi, Visor. It's SULETTA Sunday. Welcome.
Yeah, I
Yo.
feel like after what happens at the end of Xenoblade, I feel like they might revisit Perfect Works, maybe.
Hopefully.
It'll be interesting to see. I don't want to
yeah.
spoil anything, but
I might need to ask you the spoilers because it's gonna be honestly, if I ever get around to Xenoblade, and I want to, as you know, it's gonna be years because of the stupid rules that I've set for myself. I know they're stupid, you don't need to say it. I've already said it. Someone's talking to Cat's chat.
So I have a little man here yelling at me.
when it comes time for you to play Xenoblade, I will happily be your Xenoblade advisor.
Thank you. My problem is that like no, I don't think we have enough for stream show off this week.
I don't think so,
David,
no.
but we probably will do it next week. So, folks, for those of you who are new to the stream, if you post stuff on my, if you click on the exclamation mark Discord, that will show my Discord link. And essentially, there's a channel called Stream Show Off where you can put your creations in there for me to show them off to the community on these streams. I don't do them every Sunday because, there's not enough. I don't want to just do a thing for just one or two things. I want to highlight a bunch of stuff.
Oh, I'm gonna have so much stuff to show you in the near future.
Yes.
I'm gonna have so many things to show you in the near future.
Oh, that's really cute. That's really cool. Like, you see those two bits that I pan-aligned?
Yeah.
These two bits. Look, they're in different parts, so they move differently.
Oh.
That's really neat. Pretty neat. But yeah, the show off will return in Avengers Endgame. But yeah, my thing is not so much, oh, I need to know the whole story, because I know that Xenogears, Xenosaga, and Xenoblade are only vaguely connected. My thing is that I kind of want the experience of playing those in order. Even though I didn't.
My original school of thought was that you could just go straight to Xenoblade. After certain things, I think you should definitely play Xenosaga first.
Okay. You think I should play Xenosaga first? Yeah.
Cosmos appears as a summon in Xenoblade 2 anyways, so...
Well, I mean, yeah, I already know who Cosmos is, but I kind of wanna, I don't know. I kind of feel like I wanna...
It's a very recursive series. It references itself all the time.
Yeah.
So I do think it's good.
Yeah. It's just a matter of time. Those games are all really long. And, I mean, streaming, they're mecha games. You people like robots,
They
right?
are, in fact, mecha games.
Yeah,
even when you don't think they
you'll
are.
like robots, right?
Yeah.
Every Xeno game eventually becomes a mecha game.
Yeah, that's the thing that, I found it weird with the original Xenoblade when it came out, because I was like, this is meant to be part of the Xeno series. I see some robots, but they're not that big a part of it, and they're not that interesting. Have you played Xenoblade Chronicles X yet?
No, I'll do that once I'm back. Yes, Xenogears is the... Mario might want to talk more about it.
The
But
year
Xenogears
was
came from
1998.
Yeah, there we go.
The year
Xenogears
the year.
is the original Xenosaga, I would say.
Yeah.
Xenosaga was a reboot, I would say, of what they were wanting to do with Xenogears. Same writer, same everything.
Same team. Well, most of the same team. Okay.
Most
I
of the
can.
same team.
I'll take Toxin. I'll take it from here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Xenogears is in 1998 or 1997. Correct me if I'm wrong. 98.
1990s. Yeah.
No, it's 98. I'm pretty sure. It's a SquareSoft RPG, but before Square merged with Enix, made by a lot of people that worked on Chrono Trigger and on a bunch of other stuff. And it's based actually on some of the original drafts for Final Fantasy VII, by the way. Fun fact. It is an enormous JRPG for a PS1 that sadly got a bit got its legs cut off from under it a bit because it was a lot of the team had to get reassigned to Final Fantasy VIII. So it has a really huge scope and scale. I would say as big or bigger than your normal Final Fantasy game. I would say
pretty
bigger.
similar at least to 7.
I would say as a scope of the story of the world, it's bigger, but the game is not bigger.
Yeah.
The game is about the same size, but in terms of its storytelling, it's kind of insane. It's basically a huge love letter to the entire history of mecha anime and to the history of Squaresoft JRPGs in specific, because it has like a lot of references to like a lot of like ways in which it operates that reference other things that Square has done. But essentially, it is a turn-based JRPG where you pilot both mecha. You pilot mecha, so you control characters. The battle system is turn-based, but it's a bit different depending on if you're on foot or on a mech. It has a huge amount of references to basically the entire history of mecha up until that point. Macross, Gundam, basically almost everything, like Braves, everything. And
even Gao, which came out a year before the game released.
Wait, I really liked Xenogears, but didn't you say you didn't know what Xenogears was? Maybe you mean Xenosaga. But
Or
anyways,
maybe they were joking in the first place.
maybe they were joking.
We've been had.
Anyway, it's good to explain what Xenogears is. But the thing about Xenogears is that from the game itself, you could tell that the story was always much bigger. I just wanted you all to talk about Xenogears. We've been bamboozled.
We've been tricked.
We've been bamboozled.
Look, we're going to talk about Xenogears anytime in voice chat.
I mean,
anyways.
like, I genuinely don't know anything about Xenogears, so I'm just vibing. I like listening to people talk about things they like, so I'm just all vibes right now.
So no,
It may
okay.
interest you that there's an Ultraman reference in it,
Okay.
Yep.
which is a very funny character that you can use.
Yes. And also, like, okay, so no, imagine this, right? At the start of the game, instead of getting an airship, you get a sand ship that goes, like, under the sand, right? Eventually, you get an airship that is, like, based on it, and it's, like, an ancient design. And then, later on in the game, you learn that one of the cities that you've been in, that is, like, a kind of technological city, a lot of it is actually an ancient ship that can combine with your ship and become a super dimensional gear. Because gears are the name of the mecha. It's literally Macross. It's just straight up
Literally
Macross.
called Super Dimensional.
It's literally called Super Dimensional Gear, Yggdrasil. Yeah. It's fucking great. That's the
incredible.
level at which this game operates, while also being, like, very obviously influenced by stuff like Evangelion and just, like, the entire Gainax, like, everything
Oh
Gainax
my
had made up
God.
till that point.
The final act has so much Evangelion in it.
There's a lot of
There's-
Evangelion, there's some Gunbuster, there's definitely some Gunbuster in there. There's definitely, some oh god, what's the other Gainax thing that I was gonna mention from around that time? Nadia. There's definitely some Nadia in there.
Oh.
Absolutely. Definitely some Nadia in there.
There's a dolphin guy.
Yeah, and there's just
who
some
you can
people are
talk to
dolphins.
I love the dolphin because you talk to him in the bridge. He's like, "Hey, I got some weird sounds. You want to listen to them?" I'm like, "Sure." And you talk to him, and he just plays random bits from the sound files. Like, just
Yeah. Yeah, he
picks
just
a
does that.
random sound file and plays it. It's so good.
Delightful.
Yeah. Are those all the armor parts?
But
Yes.
I'm very
Oh, no.
sorry to anybody who does not give a shit about Xeno. I feel like I'm
Yeah.
exhausting as a person if you do not care about Xeno.
It kind of the Xeno series is like Metal Gear. Like once you get in, like it's extremely interesting. It's way less mainstream than Metal Gear, so there's less people to talk about it with. I mean, it's mainstream enough with the Xeno games, but not as mainstream as Metal Gear, I would say.
I'm just so exhausting that I watched the new Gundam episode and I think there's a Xenosaga reference in it.
Oh my
But-
god, that might be too much. That might be too far. You've gone too far. You're taking this too
I'll
far.
send
You're
you
off
a
the
picture.
force.
I will send you a picture of what I think it's referencing.
Sure. No, yeah, please do it. Please do it. But yeah, basically, the thing with Xenosaga is that when it ends, they pull a George Lucas, and they go like, that was with Xenogears. The thing with Xenogears is that they pull a George Lucas, and when the game ends, it was like Xenogears episode. Is it episode 5? Yeah, it's like Xenogears episode 5, the end. And it's like, oh, you've been playing episode 5 all along. And so they released this source book / art book called Xenogears Perfect Works, which is mainly a bunch of like good artwork of all of the mecha designed by Junya Ishigaki, designer of the villain mobile suits in Mobile Suit Gundam X, and also involved in a fuck ton of other Gundam. But in Xenogears Perfect Works, they actually include a bunch of stuff, but there's like a timeline that shows you, because the timeline in the game spans millions of years, you know this, but you do get a glimpse of different eras. And what Perfect Works does is that it assigns each era a chapter. Like there should be a game that covers each era, essentially. Like
Or
from
not just the game. It was like they're gonna do like a manga. They were gonna do a novel. They were gonna do a radio drama. Each of them would have been a different piece of media, basically.
Oh, I didn't know that bit. I thought they were all gonna be games.
I think that may have been an idea at some point.
But basically, oh yeah, also, I would say that structurally, while not directly that I've ever been able to determine, but I would say structurally, Xenogears was definitely inspired by the 5-star stories, in terms of like having a storyline that spans millions of years, and of which you get glimpses of different parts, you know, and there's gods, and there's, mecha, and...
I think it might be inspired in the way that he might have like read the 5-star stories and went,
I would
that's
say...
sick.
They definitely, the staff of that game had such a deep knowledge of mecha. The director or the writer, somebody read the 5-star stories. Because also remember, the 5-star stories is not obscure in Japan. It's not huge. It's not like mainstream. It's not One Piece. But
Would you
I mean,
say
sometimes
Legend of Galactic Heroes?
well, Legend of Galactic Heroes is something that
outside of the
transcends
scope.
otaku. But I would say, like, the 5-star stories, to give you an idea, it's been serialized in New Type since 1986, which is a very highly selling magazine. And the 5-star stories, like, has occasionally outsold One Piece for a week when the new volume comes out.
Crazy.
So, it's not exactly... I do all the Xenoblade games. I don't have a good experience when I played Xenoblade because I played it for like 3 hours and I felt like literally nothing happened. That's the gamble.
Xenoblade 1, if it was Xenoblade 1, it kind of does do that. Xenoblade 2 at least gets you into the action faster. Xenoblade 1 is, in fact, a 2010s JRPG that kind of wastes
We
your time
finished
a
the
bit.
Yeah!
runner!
Bingo!
Bingo!
I feel
Bingo!
like every time I'm in voice chat, it turns into a Xeno podcast. I'm very sorry about that.
No, it's okay. But basically, okay. But what I was gonna say is that what ended up happening is I'm pretty sure Xenogears it got released, an official release in English, and but as we said, disc 2 was kind of gutted by the fact that they needed to assign a lot of the team to help with Final Fantasy VIII, which was having some delays, and it was obviously a huge thing because 7 had just come out and it basically brought the Final Fantasy series to the English-speaking world. Well, I would say, okay, in this case, I will say to the West, because there had been releases of Final Fantasy in English before that, but 7 is the one that broke into the mainstream. Anyway, we don't need to re-go into that. But Xenogears, but Xenogears was super ambitious, and I feel like it didn't do the numbers that it would have needed for a sequel. And also remember that Disc 2 got totally gutted, essentially. Like, Disc 2 is basically a series of cutscenes and battles. Like, you basically don't do any exploration. It's really sad. I still think there's a really good story in there, but, like, it's not what could have been. It could have been much better. And it's already incredible.
To the point where it was like, and then this happened, and then this happened. And you're like, but I want to do that. I want to do that fight. I do hope forgive. Like, a lot of people that I know are like get angry at stuff like that, and I'm like, you gotta respect the creators that they managed to create a whole story in these extremely in these like very not ideal circumstances.
Like, and I respect it. I respect it a lot. But basically, a lot of the developers left, including they left Square. I think they kept working for Square as freelancers for a while. They formed their own company, Monolith Soft, is it?
Yep, Monolith Soft.
And they, which was at least for a while a subsidiary of Namco, and they put out for the PS2 this
Xenosaga.
Sorry?
Oh yeah, what you were saying, yeah.
No, yes, sorry. They put out the Xenosaga games for the PS2. The idea for Xenosaga, the plan, was that Xenosaga was gonna be the Xenogears timeline as it was meant to be from the start. So Xenosaga, like Chapter 1, was meant to be roughly building on the ideas for Xenogears Chapter 1 as in Xenogears Perfect Works. And I think there's still a lot of that in Chapters 1, 2, and 3 of Xenosaga. The thing is, Xenosaga was meant to be 6 episodes, but it didn't sell well, and the third game basically wrapped it all up. But it's meant to be pretty good, except the first game is mostly cutscenes, apparently. That's what I played.
I recently played or finished Xenosaga, episode 1.
Seek is just drinking the Kong. Sorry, go on.
I did. So yeah, it is mostly cutscenes.
And a lot of terminology.
Like the final stream, it was like the game straight up tells you, hey, this game is going to be referencing a school of thought called Gnosticism. If you don't know what that is, go ahead and look it up, because then the game will make more sense.
Does the game tell you that?
It just straight up tells you that.
Does the game, like, you launched this PlayStation 2 game in the year, what is it, 2004 that came out? And it's like, you might want to look up Gnosticism.
Yeah,
you might want to look up
the enemies that you fight in the game, the Gnosis, are literally based on the ideas of Gnosticism.
Okay. That's
Zohar
insane.
is also, like a whole reference to, the Zohar, like a very real life thing.
Wow.
It's crazy, but the game just straight up tells you, hey, you're gonna want to do some research if you want to fully understand what is going on in this game.
Which they don't do in Xenogears. Xenogears doesn't.
No,
I mean, Xenogears does throw around some of those terms, but it doesn't really need it.
No, yeah, it throws out like the word lambs and stuff like that, like kind of Christianity and Judaism kind of stuff, but nothing. Doesn't really tell you where it's coming from.
Xenogears asks a very important question, and I think Sono, you may have seen this question in fiction before. Xenogears asks a lot of questions of its audience, but there's one question that it asks at one point in its early narrative, which is Christianity bad?
Silent Green is people. Oh.
It also says Silent Green is people, but yeah, there's literally a church that is the Catholic Church called the Ethos.
Yeah, the Ethos. They are like a whole thing.
They're just the Catholic Church.
But yeah, there's like in Xenosaga, for example, there's like a character who's just straight up Ellie.
But there's also Billy, right?
And Billy, who I keep calling Billy, but his name's actually Junior.
Oh yeah, and then there's also isn't there a character that just looks like Satan?
Yeah, his name is Satan, I think.
Yeah, like Satan.
No, his first name isn't Satan, but the main character is
Shion Uzuki.
Shion Izuki, which Uzuki is Satan's last name. So she was
there's a lot of
to him in
connections
the
like
first
that.
place, and then there is Satan Izuki later on in a later game, and also Jesus Christ.
But yeah, Jesus Christ shows. I've actually looked up the cutscene because I was one time I was deep diving into the Xenosaga wiki, and I saw that Jesus Christ actually shows up, and I had to look up the cutscene. I had to do it.
I haven't seen the cutscene yet, but I have seen that he's in the game because of internet culture, and I was like,
yeah,
what? Okay, well, I guess when the Zohar's involved, I guess it makes sense, or...
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, basically, that's what Xenosaga and Xenogears are, for those who don't know. And then that is part of the Xeno series that Xenoblade is part of. And the Xenoblade games didn't originally... The first one definitely didn't appear to have that much to do with... like, a bit, but not a lot. But as they've gone on, they've become more and more connected, right?
There were like references, I think, to Xeno. I haven't played Xenoblade 1 in a while, but I do think there were some like, ideas were referenced.
Yeah.
But a lot of the stuff that ends up being relevant to Xeno as a franchise shows up in 2. and then 3 kind of wraps up the whole thing.
You reckon they're gonna make more? Games?
Yes,
Xenoblade.
absolutely.
I mean, Xenoblade has sold really well, hasn't it?
Yes, and they have said that they are going to be making a Xenoblade 4. We just don't know when.
Cool.
The interesting thing about Monolith Soft is that they, if you have played Animal Crossing, Splatoon 3, Pikmin, I think, God, any mainline game, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, Splatoon 2, Skyward Sword, any AAA major game from Nintendo,
Mm-hmm.
well, not AAA, but mainline Nintendo game in the last, since the Wii U, has probably had Monolith Soft in it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because they're like, because then Nintendo bought them, right? They're like a
the only thing
subsidiary
they're
of
not
Nintendo.
working on is Pokemon. They actually turned down working on Pokemon.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
So who knows when they're going to make the next game because they're kind of busy.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, thank you for sending me that, Sona.
I remember.
Oh yeah.
I remember finishing Splatoon 3. And
Oh
then
my God,
Monolith
that
Soft
dungeon.
came out, and I'm like, what?
Wow.
What,
Sorry, just looking
Monolith?
at that picture that you sent
Okay,
me.
you get what I'm saying then, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I saw it and I'm like, wait, that's surely not.
Wait, what is it meant to be? It's a shape.
Oh, it's a space station basically.
Oh yeah, but it's that referencing something. I'm sorry, in case I'm stupid, I'm not getting.
Oh, in the episode, the new episode.
Oh.
Later.
Yes. Yeah. Don't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I now know what you're talking about. Thank you kindly. Let's continue talking. Ha ha ha.
Yeah. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. Dare kagaera.
I'm gonna bounce. I'm really hungry, so I need to go make myself something to eat.
Get
Maybe I'll
yourself
come
some
back, maybe I
food.
won't, depending on where you're at, but I'm really hungry, so I need to go make myself some lunch.
No worries, Sana. Thank you so much for stopping by. I love you.
Yeah, love you too. Bye.
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 I put this part the wrong way. It needs to go this way. Yes.
Again, I'm
Yeah,
very
sorry,
sorry
continue.
to anybody who does not care about Xeno.
I am not sorry. This is
I'm
my
a
stream, and
fiend.
I wanted. This is my stream, and I wanted to talk about this. So
And by that you
heck
mean
everybody.
it's an intervention.
It is an intervention. Toxan, you care too much. No, you don't. It's fine. It's good. I'm actually glad because like I never have anyone to talk to about the Xeno series.
It's so good. Oh, one cool thing. The singer who did the final credits music from Xenogears, she also did the final song of Xenosaga 1,
Oh,
and
Neo.
also did the final song of Xenoblade 3 Future Redeemed.
Oh, that's cool.
So she did a song at the beginning, the middle, and the end. It was very cool.
I wonder who did the songs from original Xenogears, like a small two of pieces and emotions. No, it's not emotion. It's something else. There's two anyway,
Isn't it?
but the main one is small of two pieces. Small two of pieces. I don't know. It's not necessarily good English.
Oh,
It's the one that is like run through the cold of the
think that's-
night.
yeah, it's Joanne
as
Hall. It's
passion
the same person.
burns. Oh, it's the same person.
Yep.
As passion burns in your heart.
Yeah. So she's the one who's done basically the big cinematic vocal songs for Xeno.
Yeah, that's her. She's the one.
Very cool.
Very, very cool.
Another cool
Cool
thing.
lady. We stand.
Very
We
similar
stand a
thing.
based waifu. What the fuck am I saying?
I don't know. Well,
Anyway,
a
please
cool thing
continue,
that
please continue.
was
Ignore it, please
that
continue.
came up in the like composing of Xenoblade 3
Mm-hmm.
is that there are two like opposing factions, who, the Mobius and the Ouroboros, which both
Nice.
kind of are variations of the same idea of like, you know, infinity, self-recursive things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the snake eating its own tail, and then a, you know, piece of fabric that does not end. Because of that, the two have these themes that have vocals in them. The vocals may sound like a similar person between the two, but they're actually twin sisters.
What?
You would
Nice.
never know playing the game or listening to the music, but of course they're like, well, symbolically it would make sense for them to be twins.
Yeah,
Very cool.
that's cool.
Love stuff like that.
Yeah. Where's my... Did I? Where's my... Oh, it's just right behind.
Oh, I will be right back. I may need to
Yeah,
help
no
with
worries.
batteries.
No worries. But, okay. Yeah, I love the Xenogears. I just don't have time for JRPGs, Chad. What can I tell you? I wish I did. I barely have time for, like, I started Dragon Quest 11. Incredible game. Haven't finished it. I started, you know, I haven't even started Tears of the Kingdom, which is a kind of JRPG, an action JRPG. You know what I mean? Don't get too stuck on those terms. But like, yeah, I mean, it's not that I don't like them. I like them. It's just that like, the problem is the time. The problem is the time expenditure. You know, because I know that if I spend like that, I'll need to spend a lot of time with it. And I really want to play like the Atelier series. You know, I really want to play a lot of JRPGs, but I just don't have time. You know, that sucks. Kind of sucks. To be honest. I wish I had more time to play video games. Let me change the track because we've been on this for a while. So please. Oh, it's tea time by Inverse. Let's change it to Duty by Hyoko maybe? Yeah, very good. Very nice. Yeah, this Farak is coming out well. I think pretty good, I would say. Boop bop beep boop bop. I believe we're over 2 hours. We've just been chatting away, you know? Very nice. Anything else I want to go? Oh, Spider-Verse is so good, man. Go and watch Spider-Verse. If you care about... Okay, I will say this. Without spoiler. If you enjoyed the first Spider-Verse movie, obviously go see this next one, this new one. If you enjoy animation as a concept, if you enjoy interesting animation, then definitely go watch Spider-Verse 2. And definitely go watch the third one that's coming next year. The RPGs will not be going anywhere. Social games well. Yeah, I need time, you know. I really enjoy JRPGs. I just haven't played them properly. I am a Final Fantasy fan, and I've played a lot of like Final Fantasy 14, for example, but I've not played 15 yet. To give you an idea how little time I have for JRPGs. And I would love to play it. I know that it's not the best. I know 15 has a lot of problems, but you know. So even 15, you know what I mean? Even a mainstream Final Fantasy game, I just don't have time to finish all these games. Who has time as an adult, right? Unless you become devoted to exclusive games. But I also have Gunpla that I want to build, and now I can build more things because I have more expertise. I can like sculpt with putty and shit. And I don't know, that kind of excites me more. The idea of like doing something interesting like that. I don't know. So many games. Yeah, I have so many games. I just got Street Fighter 6. You know, I'm playing a bunch of Apex. I really want to play the Spider-Man game, but those games are shorter, luckily. Those are like action game. Well, not Street Fighter, but I mean like the Spider-Man games are shorter. And stuff like that. So, you know, well. What's left on the build? Well, we're assembling the leg, and then we're gonna have, the backpack and the rifle, I believe. Backpack and rifle. I don't know if we're gonna get to those today. We might. We might. I mean, have we panellined all of these? Yeah, we have. Yeah, I'm trying to panelline as I go because, as I told you before, if I leave it until the very end, then it's not gonna. It doesn't end up being. It doesn't get done. You know, it doesn't get done. And then I put it on the shelf, and then I don't come back to it. Oh yeah, and the waste as well. Good call. Good call. I always forget about the waste. If it doesn't happen early in the build, I always forget about it. I'm using these stickers because they're good enough. They're reflective enough. I don't want to prime, because you need to prime those parts for the metallic markers to look any good. I don't want to do that. That can be ours. Can't be bothered. Oh. Okay. This. Okay. This. Point. Okay. There. Yes. Let's see. Okay. Oh, that's feel good. Even if the stickers are a pain to put in there, do look good. So it's an easy way to flatten them. They start waste first. Oh, interesting. That's an interesting thing. Well, yeah, I don't have any Grassly kits because I was gonna get one. I will get the Michaelis, I guess. I guess their grunts are really interesting, but yeah. Oh, I didn't panel line those bits inside, but I guess like you wouldn't really see them very much. You can barely tell that those are not panel lines, so who cares? It's fine. So okay, so this goes directly on here. Okay. Yeah, I do want to get Daryl Balde. I'm surprised they have not announced like an accessory pack for the 3 houses, like a double rifle for the Farak, the extra parts for the Daryl Balde, and the new spear, the new lance for the Michaelis. Surprised they haven't announced that. Or surprised if they don't do it, actually. I'll be very surprised if they don't, actually, gotta say. Oh, yeah, I forgot to add this little thing on top. Okay. On top, there we go. That looks very nice. That's metallic, looks pretty good. Okay, so now we'll just do the bottom. Begur Beo, Begur Pente. I love saying Begur Pente. I just love saying that. I'm gonna panel line this before we put it on. Hindry Sturm and the Michaelis. 5 options currently. Yeah, but like I feel like, yeah, they haven't fully. The Begwirs have hit with me a bit more, but not fully. I don't know. Also, there's been so many new designs in season 2 that they haven't made into kits, and they probably won't, or at least hopefully they will keep releasing kits over the next few years. It's just because like I really want a lot of those, like that hovering dome-like grunt suit that the Dawn of Fold had, and a bunch of other stuff like that, you know? A bunch of the other unannounced as of yet grunts. I just want, you know, some of those grunts. But some people were saying that we've actually been getting, we've gotten really good grunts. Yeah, the Prodoros, that's the one that I really want. The Prodoros. And sadly, are they doing the Garrison Demi Trainer? No, sorry, Demi Garrison is what it's called. Sorry, the Demi Garrison. Are they doing that? Have they announced that? Oh, I need A15. I think I didn't get A15. Indeed, I did not. But yeah, I don't think they have announced the. Where's the other? I need to use the bathroom, gang. I need to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Yeah, gonna go to BRB. If Toxin comes back, chat, tell. Oh, you're back. Okay, I need to go to the bathroom. So I was gonna take us on a BRB, but you can entertain chat if you want.
Oh no! Oh no!
You'd rather not? I'll take us to a BRB for a couple minutes then, if you want.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure,
let's go.
sure.
Okay, chat. See you in a couple minutes. And we're back. Hello. Also, Seek, I have already. Sadly, I couldn't contain myself, and I did watch the latest G-Witch. But don't worry, I'm gonna be open-mouthed. I decided to watch it because I realized that recently, when watching with other people, because there's a lot going on and finding it hard to keep track of absolutely everything. So today I decided to watch it on my own so that I could understand it better.
I can understand that. There's a lot going on in this series.
I think next week I'll do it the opposite way. I'll watch it first with you guys, and then I'll rewatch it on my own over dinner or
Watch
something.
it later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that I watched each episode like 3 times every week because I watch it with you guys, then with Sono, then with one of my local friends. And like, I'm always watching it with people, and it kind of doesn't help me process it well enough, you know?
Yeah,
because
I feel
find
like
that a bit difficult.
there's a
sometimes.
lot going on in this series.
It's very fast-paced.
And there's a lot of layers to it. Like, I feel like a lot of other Gundam series
Maybe more
have,
straightforward.
you know, a political episode and then an action episode, you know? This one kind of throws everything at you.
Yeah. Hi, Ramses. Welcome. How we doing? Having a good weekend. I bring you warm salutations from sunny and breezy Katy, Texas.
I knew it.
You put this in my brain.
Yeah, I did this. This is my fault.
You did this. You did this to me. You made me like this. You made me like this, and you will pay for your crimes. No, still no spoilers, because people in the chat, like the way that we structure things here, Seek, is that like I've had people tell me that they had stopped coming to my Sunday streams because of spoilers and because they weren't caught up, and so I make it a big point that it's like the building part has no spoilers so that everybody's welcome, you know what I mean? So no spoilers, thank you. Okay, next is this back part. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's nice and gloomy here in my neck of the woods.
Oh, it's also gloomy here. It's been stormy for the last like week.
What were you gonna say? It's a very what?
Oh, it's a very Advanced Zeta style.
Oh, the leg complexity.
Yeah, I think just
You
the
mean-
Thorax in general is very Advanced Zeta E.
It's a bit of that, a bit Armored Core, a bit 80s, a bit 80s Nagano, because there's a bit of Elgaim in here, tiny bit of Elgaim, I would say.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Need to watch Hellgame.
Show me the way to you, heavy metal. Should do a cover of that. I want to do covers of like robot songs. I think people would like that. Yeah, I think people would enjoy that. I would enjoy it. Eula would enjoy it because you're all freaks.
Give us some competition.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't really be a competition. She is way better than me. She has a much nicer voice. But yes, I could try it at least. Why is this not... What am I doing wrong? Something
I used to be in choir, but I don't think I'm very much of a solo singer.
Why am I doing wrong here? I was doing it... Why? Wait. When I do that, it kind of brings that part up. What have I done wrong here? That part is where it should be. That part is where it should be. And yet it's not going in the way it should be. It's not wrong here.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've gotten new kit announcements from Wish from Mercury, I think.
Yeah.
There was some stuff from last week's episode, but...
Sorry, I'm trying to focus. That's why I'm not saying much.
Oh, no worries. That's what Transforming Kits do to you.
Well, it's not a transforming kit.
That's kind of transforming. It's transforming adjacent.
Bit. think just one of these is not going in correctly. I can't determine why. What am I doing wrong? Sorry. Sorry, please keep talking. Like I am listening.
sorry.
I just cannot. I just don't. I'm just having trouble understanding what I'm doing.
Ramses asked, "How is going?"
It's going good, except that I have no idea what I'm doing wrong here in this part.
just
I'm
in
gonna. In general, it's going good. In general, things are going good.
How's life
Yeah.
and all that?
Life. Yeah,
What a
good.
mystery. I'm doing okay. It looks like because my ISP is a pain in the butt, I'm gonna have to start working in person. So that's
Shit. That fucking sucks.
yeah.
Fucking ice
Yeah,
cream,
it's
man.
not fun.
No. I'm not putting it. I am putting it in the right places. Not going in all the way. Okay, I think it's not going in all the way. What am I doing wrong? Hang on, sorry. I am doing something wrong because it will not. Oh no, because that then this comes in. Maybe I did do it right. Okay. Sorry. Okay, we're back. We're back, and I'm
We're so
also
back.
realized I missed. Yeah, we're so back. I missed a couple of panel lines on this. But yeah. Things are good. You know, I've been a bit fatigued, but it's nice and sunny here in Space Colony Caledonia, and we're having fun with the Faract, which is a fascinating build. And we're gonna do the watch along in a bit once the second leg is done, because I feel like all the other stuff is gonna take forever. Like, well, the rifle and the backpack are gonna, and the waist are gonna be a big deal. Maybe we can build the waist. How about that? Maybe we can build a waist, and that can be where we end the build today, and then we jump into the watch along. What do you say?
Yeah, I think that's good.
And also, are you staying for the watch along, Doxan?
Mhm.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, the leg is
working
done.
on the old model.
Working on the old model. Oh boy.
I've just finished the flats, so that's good.
That is good. And this goes here. Oh, I forgot the same nub on both parts. Good to know, Yorok. Thank you. Looking forward to weather improving so I can do more work on Cosmos. Oh, do you not have a spray booth? Techno, you should. How long to the watch along? Roughly, I would say probably, I don't know, 20 minutes? I think that
20
sounds...
30 minutes, I would say, is reasonable for
Yeah,
where
let's...
you are right now.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at the waist. The waist looks simple enough.
And sometimes the weather kind of matters outside of the spray booth because if it's too humid outside, it could even impact painting indoors.
Oh, true.
Being from
true.
somebody who lives in a very humid place.
Katy, Texas.
Well, Katy, Texas does land in that umbrella, yes.
Good old Katy, Texas. Okay, we're done.
I love
with the
that I
leg
picked
this
Katy,
time.
Texas because it just, anytime I need to talk about Katy, Texas, it basically doxes me. Well, not basically.
I woke up
doxes
this morning wanting to punch people, and I saw Keep Boys on my timeline, and I was like, it's not worth it. Good. You don't need to punch people. Unless you do, or, unless you need to protect yourself.
free,
But, you
or
know,
like
try
do
not
your job.
to in general. Yeah, try not to
Like
in
a
general.
Professional boxer.
Yeah. Or if someone steps up and you're sick of their shit. And you're like, fuck
WWE
you.
is ruined. We can't punch anymore.
oh, the woke mob has ruined the WWE. They can't even punch anymore. Oh, the wokos. There's been a lot of people accusing Spider-Verse of being woke, and it's like, mate, it was the first one.
Yeah. I mean, even the first Spider-Verse movie, and just Spider-Man in general, kind of.
Spider-Man in
That's
general,
good.
but also like the first movie had a dude that went, I like punching Nazis a lot, when punching Nazis was a meme. So it's like, it's 2:47, I gotta wake up at 8 a.m. for classes. That's okay. Don't worry about it, Seek. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah.
being here.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for being here. I appreciate that you're here. So, thank you. Se no.
Haven't heard that in a long time.
That's
So,
'cause you haven't
Maru,
heard Skylarkus. Yeah?
when are you gonna hit the gritty?
I'm gonna... When I fucking kill you. When I fucking kill you. How about that? That's just
Do
a
we need
dance,
a-
isn't it? It's
a
just a
donation goal?
dance.
Yeah, it's
Hitting the
just a
grid is
dance.
just a dance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then never. How's never? Never
Damn.
good? Does never sound good to you?
We'll set
mean-
like a sub goal.
But I can't hit the gritty. I'm a live 2D. How can I hit the gritty? Yeah, but I don't have proper motion capture on it. I don't know how to do that. I don't have the time to sort it out. If you want to do all of that for me, then I'll hit the gritty.
We have the technology. We can
You
make
have the
Maru hit the
technology.
gritty.
You have to pay me a lot of money. And it's not because I don't want to look like a clown, mind you. I love looking like a clown. You guys know this. I enjoy being a clown for your amusement. That's mainly what we do here. But we're talking about like huge time and possibly money investment. So Maru will not hit the
Emotional.
gritty until Avengers Endgame. Yeah, Maru will hit
My
the gritty.
favorite part
in
of
Avengers Endgame.
Avengers Endgame is when Maru doesn't go hit the gritty.
Baby Maru gets risked and committed to LSU. I cannot parse that sentence.
Elrams, if you need help, blink.
Stares dead eye into the camera. You'll have a comfy and chill rest of the stream. Wish you all a great rest of the day. Thank you so much, Seek. Thank you. Have a good
Thank you.
one.
Oh, I should work on emotes too.
Good observation work. I have a supermarket bought my supermarket that does like decent sushi that is like affordably priced. They've started doing poke bowls for like £4, which is great because a
Ooh.
poke bowl on a restaurant will cost you like 12.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. I've been buying a bunch, and I have one for. I'm gonna have that and a beer when we watch. G-Witch. G-Watch. Wait, where's?
I have an IRL friend who has recently caught up on G-Witch now, so now I can bother him about it too.
Yes, everybody has to watch G-Witch by order of the Maru.
I went model shopping with him earlier, like last week, or 2
Mhm.
weeks ago, and they had the Elfrith Thorn in stock. He's like, "Oh, this one looks cool," and that was like, that week's episode where the Elfrith Thorn might not be piloted anymore. I was like, "Oh, yeah, it's pretty cool."
Yes,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I love those. I love the Lefrith. I should try to get one.
I-
Okay,
A store in
waste.
California had it in stock recently, which I was like, "What?"
Waste looks easy enough. It's just some parts from. Let's get the parts from A. So we need A4 and A5. Okay, A4 and A5. Yeah, just the yellow parts essentially. Yeah, I'm just like trying to like be a bit mindful of my spending right now.
Mm-hmm.
As I just bought a laptop and a lot
No,
of other
yeah,
stuff
it's,
that I have on the way.
That'll put you down for some money.
Yeah. Okay, that's the A ones. It's 4 and 5. And I need some C and some D. Okay, so that's C. So from C, we need. I think it's pretty obvious. It's 8 and 9. Yeah, 8 and 9. Might as well cut these out as well so we can finish the.
Yeah.
The thing.
I haven't really built anything recently. The last thing I built was the full mechanics. The now limited supply, apparently full mechanics.
Yeah. Well, I guess like
Um,
the thing is, full mechanics don't get. They're not the mass release that a high grade is. Like the high grades are
Yeah.
the main thing. They're like the main.
This feels weird. Very.
It
short
does.
release.
It does, but it's like I think Bandai is focusing much more on the 1 in 144 scale, if you will notice, and that's a consequence of like the reduced amount of plastic going around.
It's cheaper
Because
it's,
if you
more popular.
Yeah, because if you go back like 15 years, like Bandai was regularly reprinting old kits all the time, which they do, but way less. Like it used to be the case that you could go on Hobby Link Japan and you go like, oh, I can just buy like a Gundam X kit randomly, you know, or randomly I can buy like a Shower Scanner Attack kit, like literally from the era of Shower Scanner Attack. And now, oh, we finished another runner. Hang on.
Yo, bingo.
And now that's, I mean, they do reprint old kits, but it's rarely the case. I've had a bunch on pre-order for months from Gundam 8, for example, and they will make them. They're still marked as being in production, but like they are also overwhelmed by demand because demand has skyrocketed. So, but to give you an example, I was watching an interesting video about master grades. Do you know how many master grades they released last year?
Oh my god. Was it like
to give you some idea of how many master grades, there used to be years where they would release one master grade a month, and it wasn't all brand new. Some of them were like 2.0s, or some of them were like different colors. I'm talking about main retail, not talking about P Bandai.
Yeah.
G-Witch is the name of my new 70s folk rock band. I fell into the baby Gronk hole. I don't understand what that means either. I'm sorry, I am too old. But please. But basically, what was I saying? Yeah. So.
What?
Yeah. Do you know how many master grades got released last year? It was
I'm
2.
gonna guess like wow.
And do you wanna hear the best part? They're not original molds. They are the 2.0 Dom and Rick Dom, which are basically they're not fully new molds. They are like they grabbed the very, very solid original Dom kit, which was a very, very highly regarded kit when it came out, from the Master Grade Dom from like 2004 or 5, and basically they've improved
the skeleton, I'm guessing?
They've improved the tech of it to make it up to par with a modern Master Grade, but they didn't need to make a full new mold for it. And that's all they released in 2022. Now, of course, there's been the pandemic, there's been other things, but like, look at, for example, how like we haven't had like IBO had a 1 in 100 line, but
like
look how rare that is. Yeah, they had a few, but look how rare that is though, because like H didn't, G-Reco didn't. None of the build shows did, because those were all based on high grades. The last time
build master grade.
The last time that before IBO, the previous show that had a 1 in 100 line was Double O.
Oh.
Well, yeah, but Unicorn didn't, because Unicorn is Universal Century, so it just gets
So it's not its own thing.
master grades. Yeah. So think about that. Like, you know, like 1 in 100 lines are very rare now because they sell less. And it's also fair because, like, personally, like, I love bigger kits. One day I will definitely build a perfect grade. I've always wanted to build a perfect grade. But at the same time, I want more variety of Gundams, Gunpla in general. So I want them to be smaller, right? Because thank you for the follow, Sophia Marie. Oh, also, I didn't notice the follow, Gundam Boss. Thank you for the follow. Sorry, I didn't notice the follow at the time. It was probably when I was on break. I've seen some Gundam Wing Endless Waltz and G Gundam kits from that era still with the newer blue Bandai logo. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, that's a huge gate. There's some bad gates on this kit. Look at the size of this gate. Look at the size of this gate.
Size of that gate. Oh my god.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Oh, I hate it when it's like that. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's kind of insane, huh?
Look at the size of that schnoz.
Yep. Yeah, okay, we got them all. So, let's little bits. And let's do some little bits of sanding here and there. A little bit of summon, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I want to check my topics in case there's something else I wanted to mention. I mentioned Metal Gear Promo, charity stream, Arlena collab. Oh yeah, I didn't mention that I did a collab with Kathy Alex on Friday, where she what?
Oh, I said right.
Oh yeah, where she finished editing a TikTok for me, which I'm gonna be posting on my TikTok account, and maybe hopefully will get me posting more TikToks. But it was edited by her, and it's fun. It's basically my rant about when people were saying that G-Witch was not gay at the start of it, and I mean some people still say that. So yeah, basically she edited it into a punchy TikTok that is really fun. It's like a minute or a couple minutes long. However long a TikTok is allowed to be. I don't fucking know. I'm too old to know those things. Yes. Ooh woo. Ooh woo. Step on me.
Huh?
Huh? What?
Huh?
What does she mean by this?
What's she cooking?
Do you know what The Rock is cooking?
Famously no.
Yeah, I never know what he's cooking personally. Don't really know. Do we know? Do we care? I mean, I like The Rock. What?
The Rock.
Wait, what is that what in reaction to? What is that what in reaction to, Ramses? Who knows? Ramses is a mystery. Mystery rather than an enigma. But yeah, I'm hoping to be posting more on TikTok. I want to make like original material for TikTok and Shorts. Like I've been very inspired by Rin Penrose, who's very funny, and she's done Gunbusters on those formats. Okay, so I'm missing D parts. I need to get D parts. I forgot. D. Where's the D? Here's the D. Oh, we barely touched this one. Okay. Oh, here's the crotch. All right. People saying that G-Witch is not gay. Yeah, it's been happening since the beginning because the internet is full of idiots. These people are idiots, and they are clearly watching G-Witch while also being extremely heterosexual. And, you know, it's okay to be straight. You know, I'm not, you know, I ain't gonna hate. But I'm just gonna say, guys, it's, this show's gay.
Pretty gay.
It's pretty gay.
Pretty gay.
And, pretty gay. And you just gotta accept it. And I think most people, honestly, most straight people that watch are like, yeah, this is gay. And,
so gay that the official Gundam Info Twitter called people out and said, "Stop straight shipping."
Yeah, I think it was a bit of a joke, but yes, it was a bit of a joke.
Yeah, it was a joke. It was a joke.
Only a tiny bit. Yeah, because they posted a picture of Guel and Suletta, and they were like, "Stop shipping them."
Stop shipping, and we'll do it again. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
saw
it was very
episode
funny.
20. Stop shipping them, or it'll happen again.
Yeah.
So good. That's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Okay.
Such a good show. Such a good show. Such a good show. I am starting to have, after the latest episode, and it's not because there's anything wrong with the latest episode, but I'm starting to have critiques of the show as a whole, because I feel like now we have a good idea of where it's gonna end up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have, like, pacing is my main one, but,
I would.
yeah.
I feel like I would love if we are going to get a season 2.
Oh, if we
I
get a
think
season 2,
it would
it'd
be
be
really
great.
cool to have like a time skip, kind of like Three Houses style, Fire Emblem Three Houses, where you like see the students, and then in the next, after the time skip, you have them like as adults. I feel like
I mean, that would be cool. That would be unique. I mean, no
but
unique.
then
They
also,
did it with
I feel
age,
like they
but
would
yeah.
all die.
Oh God, don't say that.
I feel like we would immediately see the consequences of these people being adults in war.
Oh
Like,
no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, like people just do not have media literacy. That's what we've all learned from being on Twitter for years. People just do not have the media literacy a lot of the time.
No, they don't pay attention to anything.
Yeah, but also they don't address their biases. They don't address the fact that, like, most media is made by and for straight audiences, and they can't understand that there can be mainstream media that has LGBT elements in it because they don't want that to be there. I wonder why. They also tend to hate Suletta. And I mean, you know, you're welcome to not like things, but hating Suletta is morally wrong.
Scientifically impossible.
Yeah, I feel like there has to be something wrong with you if you hate Suletta Mercury. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all my takes. Basically, it's a little fast, but I think yeah. Oh no, it's definitely a great Gundam to start with. Definitely a great Gundam to start with. But yeah, pacing is my main issue, but we can talk about it after the episode. Okay, let me just finish. No, I'm gonna put it together before I finish my learning. Okay, so then, so this. Okay, so then this. This go. Well, no, wrong part. This go on here. Hang on, I'm gonna glue that. Suletta is wonderful and beautiful, and she's my friend. You know, I would feel very safe around Suletta. First of all, she has super strength, and second, if somebody tried to start shit with me, she would splatter them like a tomato. So, it's very easy to feel protected by Suletta, you know? She's the world's strongest lesbian.
Oh, and she's in the new Gundam fighting game. That's only on arcade cabinets so far, but
Oh, that's cool. That's
she's
neato.
the headliner for it. That's pretty neat.
Oh, she's a headliner. Does she have a Fatima? Sorry, headliners are what. Headliners is what the pilots are called in 5-star stories.
She's at least kind of a pretty big part of the marketing from what I've seen, which makes sense.
No, I know. I
Seems
was making a. Yeah.
How dare you make a joke?
How dare you make a joke?
How dare
In
you
this
make
economy.
a joke that isn't at my expense?
I don't make jokes at your expense that much, other than make you uncomfortable when we play Apex and I get really sexual for inscrutable reasons. I put too much
for
glue in
reasons
there.
unknown to man.
Yeah, but very known to woman if you know what I mean.
Uh-huh.
What does she mean by this? Oh god, last no, I'm not gonna say this. Last night on I've used too much glue on that part. Last night on Aurelino's stream, I did say something like that was something like I can't remember what it was because it was really late, but it was something like as a lesbian that pleased many a woman. Oh, it was stupid. I'm so stupid. I am very stupid.
I miss streaming with you, Pupa, and Nokun, and us. Well, you guys bullying me into saying things in Spanish.
That was very fun.
I hope they're all doing okay.
Yeah, I don't know what
about that.
Nokun is up to these days. I think Pupa is just busy a lot, or I don't see. She streams at times where I can't watch usually. And Nokun doesn't really stream much anymore.
Yeah, not super often.
Because I think he's just really busy with life. Yeah, which is fair.
fine.
Okay, we got the crotch done, even though I used too much glue in several parts, but whatever. So let's connect it all.
There you go.
Yeah, I do miss them, and I do miss doing stuff with them and stuff. But wow, these legs are huge. Oh yeah. Also, this bit I think goes in. Go with this one. Wait, let her cook. Yes.
Wait, she's cooking.
She is cooking. Okay, and then we put. Oh wow, yeah. These are Katoki legs. Holy shit. This girl is all legs.
Oh,
also, I'm gonna put
up on a Tuesday.
I'm gonna put the beam sabers inside of their little. Wait. Oh, it's like this, right? No. Wait. What? Huh? Eh? Oh yeah, like this. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Cool. and then this, like, how do I get a purchase into it? And then yeah, so it can't do like the cubillae where it can use the like wrist mounted beam sabers as like guns, or just like just take the beam saber just like. They can't do that because the beam saber is pointed inwards. But yeah, look how insane the proportions
God,
on this kit are. Oh my god, your body's just fucking absurd. What was the meme? Like that body of yours is absurd.
That body of yours, it's absurd. So funny.
It's so good though.
Wow.
Like, look at
I
these
love
proportions.
those legs. Those are so
oh shit, hang
cool.
on. Oh sorry, there we go. Yeah, it's very because the backpack makes the torso look bigger for when we get there. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Sorry, I was getting the photo for the other screen. Yeah, legs for days. Holy shit. These legs feel like they're in a kit that is a bigger scale, but they work as well. They work really, really well.
Yeah, they
Work really, really
stand on
well.
its own. I'm so proud.
Yeah. It feels, oh, that's a really good design. It's making me want to build more Pale Industries. All right, chat. We're gonna reconfigure for Watchalong. We're gonna start watching in a couple of minutes. So start getting yourself ready. As you know, we do not actually show the episode on screen here. You need to obtain it for yourself. I will be showing it to the people on the call. But that's only close friends and collaborators. So please get your own. I'm just like putting away my tools, and we're gonna go to the watch along scene. But what we do, the way we do things is I show you the timestamp, and then you can just like coordinate with whatever video player you have the episode on for like your Crunchyroll or whatever, and then we synchronize it and we watch it at the same time. But I am just putting away my tools so that I can have my dinner on here. So let's bring us to the just anything. Okay. Okay. Let me open the video. Toxan, do you have... Oh yeah, are people eating? Are people drinking? Why are people eating and drinking? I'm gonna be eating one of those poke bowls that I was talking about, and I'm gonna be drinking an Italian beer.
Italian, fancy.
It's not fancy. I mean, I live in Europe, you Dumbo. You Dumbo. That's right, you're gonna cry. Little Robo gonna cry.
I would if I had capabilities of it.
Oh God. Sad, tragic. Watchalong starting shortly, Techno. Yes, indeed. Get yourself some food or some drink or whatever you need. I am just setting everything up. Oh, no. Sorry, the video started playing. Yeah, as always, we have the timestamp, which for some reason keeps moving. Where is thingy?
Where does it go? We'll never know.
Yeah, there it is. There. Okay, and So yeah, Doxan, I'm gonna share this with you.
Okay.
There you go. And yeah, just give me a moment. I'm gonna grab the Pokeball, chat, grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a food, grab whatever you need. And I'm not taking us to a BRB or anything. We're just gonna hang out here. Just putting away the kit box so that I have room for eating. Okay. Oh, my water need a refill? No, my water's almost full. Okay, cool. Right.
I don't know what she's saying.
I am humming! I'm humming! Yeah,
She's
Goof.
still here with us.
I am here, bitch. Wait. Okay. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Let me just cover my keyboard. Get my cable. Spoon. I got my. Okay, chat. Who's ready for beer opening ASMR? Are we ready?
Me.
Okay, let's go. You might not hear it because of the. My cats don't need for like another 45 minutes. They're driving me nuts. Oh no! Okay, here we go. You're probably not gonna hear it over Discord, but people in the chat will be able to hear it. Wow, that was nothing. It was like.
I heard like a hiss.
It was like
I
a
heard a-
very small hiss. Let's taste this beer. Oh, that's the good stuff. I love Italian beer. Okay. All right, chat. Are we ready for the watch along?
I think so.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just waiting for chat to tell me that they're all set. They're all ready to watch with me, with you. Boots is ready. Oh, I love that my little doodly, you know, the little subscriber badges that I made, that they actually show up in the chat. I always finish getting my drink ready during the opening. Okay, cool. Yeah, sure. Okay, I'm gonna mute the BGM, and we're gonna start. Okay, so chat. The way we do this is I count 3, 2, 1, and then go. Okay. We all good? It's happening now. 3, 2, 1, go. Can you see it okay, Toxan?
Yeah, we're good.
Good. Ah. Everything is so fucked. Oh, they're all living in cubes. She's so good. Because she's good. Have you had character development?
No.
She has.
She has a lot.
She has, I feel. Yeah. I'm gonna make the show a bit lower because you are very quiet when you talk, and I have you 200% already.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. You're like the quietest talker that I know.
But
I'm pretty sure I have you 200%. I'm not calling you out. Yeah, I have you 200%.
God.
Okay. So I'm just trying to open this sauce for the bouquet bowl. There we go.
Pretty quiet. Weird.
I love this show so much. It's literally shot up to. It was one of my favorites from the beginning, but I feel like right now, it's maintained that. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Ba-da-ba-ba. Was that LN4 in the opening? Maybe it was never meant to be LN4. Because we haven't
Yeah, it
really
might have
had
just
much about
been
LN4.
Ellen, because
Yeah.
our current Ellen has had plenty of development.
Yeah, true. I need to look at that image closely. Anyway, I'm gonna eat my poke bowl. Time to mix it up. There's some salmon in there, some pickled veg.
Maru fans, do you have your Maru de Cinco Poke Bowl with you now to enjoy the experience to maximum capacity?
Oh yeah, she's alive.
Yeah, I was relieved to see that.
Yeah. Louder's probably somewhere freaking the fuck out. Just because she was reduced to a pile of hamburger. She's kind of traumatized. You know? She's kind of extremely traumatized.
Maybe.
Nice Evangelion shot.
Oh.
I don't think it was her fault. She was manipulated.
No, I think most people who know her know it's not her fault, at least.
Yep, absolutely.
Kind of an issue of the general public at this point.
Mm. Yeah, trusting Prospero was a mistake. My condolences. God.
Just kind of didn't expect it to backfire immediately like that, but
Yeah. You should have had dialogue. This is the problem. Morally, Shadek is in the right. In terms of his
well, that's what makes it
aims.
interesting.
Yeah. I mean, yes. No, you're not. I don't think she's just as guilty. Tomato.
Personally, I don't know if I would just straight up eat a tomato.
If you had been eating just like protein from like
Rations?
little
Yeah.
sachets, you would love a tomato, trust me.
Any amount of flavor.
You would eat into it. You would bite into it like that. Even if it was super messy. Ora.
When are we getting a choo-choo kit?
Yeah, I want the figure eyes choo choo. They're uncrushed humans, is what they are.
I need like a plush that is just her pom-poms.
Hmm. Yeah, everyone should eat tomatoes. This was the big spoiler that was on Twitter. A lot of people were drawing fan art of everybody eating tomatoes today.
Yeah, yeah. Which is nice because that on its own is not really a spoiler.
Yeah.
You know, seeing it, you won't know that it's a spoiler.
Mm-hmm. But the speed of the fan art is holy shit.
Oh, it's the ones that Choo Choo fought. Oh
Mhm.
my god, I didn't even catch that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's not Nika's fault. She got dragged into it.
No, I think Nika was just the messenger.
Yeah. She didn't
You
do
know?
that much. She did collaborate though, but I don't
Yeah.
feel like she's that culpable because they used her, you know?
Yeah, I don't think she's completely without guilt, but
Yeah.
it's certainly not on her.
Mm-hmm. You're right, AJ. Yeah. It's Belmaria Winston. I love saying that. Kimika.
I love Gundam names.
Guston Parche.
Well, Turk.
Oh! Dave just said what a Space Assembly League is. Finally! Properly! And this is where they are. It's a parliament. Courageous. The fronts are the colonies, I would say. The space colonies in this universe are called fronts, right?
From what I can tell, yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, pale. Pale are, I would say, beyond the pale. Get it? Get it?
No, I don't.
That's okay. Yep. Yep. You're fucked. Pokeball is good, by the way. Finally, an explanation.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Look who's back. Hmm? I'm a clone. Pokeball was good, but not enough. I'm still hungry.
She craves more.
She craves. god. Trying to make the data storm bigger. She's grown so much in these last few episodes. Gundam!
I don't think we've seen the Calibarn, even in a kit form, right?
Nope, we haven't. It's a new suit. Also, it's meant to be Caliban because of the Tempest.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of people were guessing that if there was another new Gundam, it was going to be the Caliban. Hey, Hano. It's kind of surprising she hasn't realized until now. Yep.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. I'm sorry that I say that every time you say "oh boy." You're the
No,
only
you're
person I know
fine.
that says. You're the only person that says "oh boy" regularly. That I know.
I feel like
Boy.
that's. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't. We know what Quiet Zero is. I guess it's a device. I'm playing like I don't know what it is. Pretending, because I've seen the episode. Sorry. Beep, 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 beep. No spoilers. Thank you. Oh man, Xenosaga, huh?
It's like two of them on top of each
Yeah.
other.
It's really cool. Like really
And
evil looking.
serves a similar purpose.
Yeah.
A Quiet Zero kit would be like a 1/1000 scale.
Yep. It would still be massive at a 1/1000 scale. I would
A
say.
one somethings. And we'll just call it non-scale, you know? These are very Jagan-like. I
Yeah,
like them.
these are new grunts. They look pretty cool. They have,
Yeah, I
but
think
Quiet
they've done
Zero
like
Quiet Zero is
Bigger
like
than that.
yeah, Quiet Zero is big. It's like colony sized.
Yeah.
They'll need to do like 1 in 10,000 probably
Yeah.
to be like
Mm.
sellable. Yeah, these new gun bits look really cool. I like them better than the gun volvers. I like that their mouths are also cameras. I always love it when they do that.
I just like the colors a lot because I like Jagans. So
Yeah. Oh, that is so cool. I love the Tholian web. For any Star Trek fans in the house. Nanda to? Well, that's a fucking massacre. That's not a battle. That's a massacre.
yeah, it's
Guns
a show
knows,
of
yeah.
power.
Yeah, this is fucking horrifying. This is the future liberals want.
It's the first time they've really had anything like this since the prologue, right?
Yep.
Like just an absolute massacre of an entire fleet.
Also, it's fucked that Eri has agreed to this. Because Eri doesn't need to agree to this. She's not compelled, right?
I almost wonder if she doesn't have a choice for some reason.
I wonder.
Her mom did literally make her body. There's kind of a power dynamic there.
Yep.
If she were to refuse, she would just be stripped, I think.
Yeah.
Or if she's a computer program at this point, she may be able to be programmed to
Yeah,
agree
she's also
with
still a
everything.
child. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Mateo-san. Of course. Because we're nakama. Oh, here's the fuckboy. No, he hasn't. He's just developed.
Yeah, that comment seemed funny to me. I'm like, he's not that different. He's just...
Hmm. Oh, thank you for headpats. Petra. Uh-oh.
I'm a mirror.
Uh-oh. That's an uh-oh. Right there.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, there's no after credit scene, but we're just gonna leave the roll because the song is good. So there was a lot in this episode, like there is in most episodes, but I feel like this episode, I think the reason why I realized watching this episode that I had a criticism of this show is that yes, there are plot twists. Yes, there's reveals. Like, yeah, we finally saw what Quiet Zero looks like. That's a reveal. But there's a lot of stuff that they've talked about in this episode that they've clarified that was not a reveal and that should have been clarified earlier. My main bugbear with this show is that it really felt like they weren't explaining a lot of the way the world works in terms of the colonies and stuff because it didn't matter. And now it turns out that it does matter because it does matter what the Space Assembly League is. But what the Space Assembly League is not a surprise. It's not a twist. It's not a reveal. It's not... And so they should have explained properly. They should have introduced the concept of the Space Assembly League as a sort of extra corporate civilian, I would say, authority, right? For the people that live in the France, which is, I think, what it is. And it's just like, because it's like a Congress. So, well, the thing is, yeah, Delling Rembrandt was building Quiet Zero. And there they are, Mjolnir with an unripe tomato, and Siddiq. But yeah, so that's my thing. Let's bring back the BGM. Yeah. So yeah, talk on your thoughts.
Yeah, I feel like this episode kind of sets up a lot of things, some cool stuff, and some pretty depressing stuff for certain characters. Yeah. But yeah, I agree. Like a lot of this was just like the things that were revealed to us could have easily been described at some point earlier, or explained earlier. This is kind of a I don't want to call it fluff, but it definitely could have been more fleshed out if we got those explanations when those concepts were first introduced.
I feel like it would have been a good idea to say what the Space Assembly was, what is its position vis-a-vis the Benerit group.
It's like if we went the entirety of Zeta, or like most of Zeta, not knowing what Ayuk even is. Like,
yeah. Well, no, it's more like what if throughout the entirety of Zeta, they don't explain why the Titans are there? Why the Titans? No, more like I guess it would be more like something like they're not explaining why the Titans exist or why the Earth Federation exists, even though you would know it from the original series, but they do explain it anyway.
That was a very 00 Gundam design.
Yeah, this is an edited. I just wanted to show you on chat. This is they they've bumped up the brightness for the Gundam Calibarn, and this is what it looks like. It seems to have that double Zeta kind of fin, crest.
Mm-hmm. It reminds me a lot of the kind of like, what is it, the Cerebi from 00?
Yeah. Oh, wait, there's more than one group? I thought the Benerit group was the one. No?
We also still don't know what the fuck is going on with the moon, but they did mention a Lagrange point, which would require the moon to still be there, so...
Yes, absolutely. Like, and Lagrange points are always a thing in Gundam. But yeah, so like, here's the Gundam Calibarn. Suletta's gonna have big chunkus. But yeah, so yeah, we haven't heard much about the people that live on space other than like the school and the corporations and the different like bases and stuff. And the different corporate owned fronts that we've seen bits of. And like, yeah, it just feel, this is what I think is the consequence of the fact that I really feel, I don't want this to be true, but I do feel the show is gonna end this season. I think this is because like we wrapped up the Shaddiq storyline so we could make way for the Prospera storyline. And so we needed to explain what the Space Assembly League was so that could get like wrapped up. And now everything in this episode is set up so that the audience and the characters involved know the stakes, the ones that need to know the stakes. The Earth House all know the stakes and all know the situation. We as the audience know the stakes and know the situation. And everything is set up so that the next, like, 3 episodes or so are the climax, the end game. It really feels like all the pieces have been put in place for a 3-episode end game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't want. I wanted this to be longer. Most of this season, Mjolnir and Suletta have been separated, but... And I wanted more of their development together, but at the same time, I'm very happy with what we got so far. But yeah, my main criticism of the show is that I feel they've slightly botched the world building. It's not that major. It's just I feel like
it could have been done at a different time.
Yeah, I feel like they could have shown us and said what the Space Assembly League was in season 1, and it would have been fine. Like,
now that we know, it doesn't really seem like something that really would have needed to be a secret.
But I don't think it was, because it's not treated as a secret by anybody. Everybody in the show, other than people that are ignorant about the world in general, like Suletta, but most people that know about like the world, they know what the Space Assembly League is. Like anybody involved in politics in the show and corporations. They all know what the Space Assembly League is. It's not a secret. It's basically a sort of government, but it's not clear. It's just, I feel like season 1 was focusing a lot on the characters, and I think that's more important than the world building. But I feel like if they wanted to do this complexity of the world building, they should have done it a bit better. It's all I'm saying. Maybe a sequel series. Yeah, I really feel, I mean, the show has been a massive hit. I wouldn't put it past them to keep making it. I'm just saying that the current storylines, as they've been set since the beginning of the show, are coming to an end. I think that's very clear. Sadly.
Mm-hmm.
I say sadly. I don't want that to be the case, but I think that's what's happening. There's still like a lot of questions. I don't know if they're gonna answer this. I got the impression that Sophie knew Eric, because she kept calling her One-san, and she kept thinking that Suletta was Eric. She saw Eric inside of the Ariel, and she was like, "Oh, One-san, I always wanted to blah blah blah," because she wanted to see her again. And I'm like, are Sophie and Noria products of child experimentation done by Prospera or by the Vanities Institute? Like, what's the story there? You know? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna necessarily go to fill that out, but yeah, that's just yeah. That's just what I think. What else? Yeah, there's just like so much exposition. Suletta, like, I feel like all she needed was to be able to live without the influence of her mother for a while, to go like, hang on, I love my mom and everything, but kind of fucked up. And
yeah, I feel like
yeah,
I agree with everything you've said. It feels like there's some weird pacing from time to time in terms of how much happens in one episode. This definitely seems like a slower episode, when all the episodes before it have done a lot of plot progression.
This episode is a bit slower, but at the same time, this episode has a shitload of exposition, though. Like, a lot. Like, we learn what Quiet Zero is. We learn properly what the Space Assembly League is. Suletta explains to everybody what her deal and Ariel's deal is. Also, we learn what Suletta feels about the entire situation. And there was some more exposition. I just can't remember. Sorry, I'm dumb. Boots is saying that she was really impressed by the Ariel, and she realized who the actual entity behind Ariel was. I don't think that's correct, because remember that throughout it, she kept calling Suletta One-san, which is not uncommon, but she kept saying, like, will you become my real One-san? And then when she sees Eric, she's like, Suletta, it wasn't you. It was, she looks at Eric and dies. I'm pretty sure she knew who Eric was. Well, I wouldn't say scarily. I think Suletta, like, I've been saying this since Suletta got basically lost the duel and then got abandoned by her mom and Ariel. She needed that to happen for her to become a person. And Prospera, for all her buck wild insanity and abusive parenting, knows that Suletta being free of her is better for her. She knows that, right? Clearly, because she didn't kill Suletta. She just said, go back to the school and have a life. She knows.
Live a normal life, basically, yeah.
She knows that is better for her. So, even Prospera, deep down in some part of her, knows that what she's done to Suletta is wrong. Right? I feel. I don't think she can be reasoned with. I think Eric might be able to be reasoned with.
Assuming Eric still functions as a person with sentience, yeah.
That could be the case, AJ. I think your reading, AJ, makes sense. Yeah, she's younger than Suletta. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really know. Prospera's plan is end all war by creating a skeleton key for all the war machines. Yeah, and basically like a huge network of permit that then Eric can like swim around in, I guess. It's definitely not the third impact we thought it was gonna be. It's more. It's more of
Well, it's like from Unicorn, the
new type
NTD
of destroy
mode.
Yeah.
Just on a larger scale.
It's more. I feel it's more something like ideologically connected to what was his name? The guy who found the celestial being in 00.
Fuck if I know.
It was but he has a really interesting name. Oh god, hang on. Chad, can somebody search celestial being? Oh, Aeolia, I remember. Sorry, I remember without Googling it. Aeolia Shenberg, because he has a very, very Gundam name. Aeolia Shenberg. And he was like, we are going to force the world to not have wars. Instead of actually solving the problems that make wars happen, he's just like, we're going to force people to not have wars. And that's kind of another theme in Gundam, that there are people that want to stop war by any means necessary, even if those means are unethical. Like, for example, you know, creating a huge network that you control, that controls all machines. Right? Fucked up. Aeolia Shenberg.
Aeolia Shenberg.
Yeah, but yes, like, I don't think that was Prosper's choice. She just seemed to agree with Aries' choice to let Suletta live her life. Yeah, I would say so. It's not just her, but yeah. I think there's a part of Prospera. Because in any person that does, in the real world, that does immoral things, there is a portion of you that knows that what you're doing is wrong. For the most part. Doesn't mean you don't do them. Doesn't mean that you're forgiven. I'm just saying that a lot of people who do wrong things, they know that they're wrong and they do them anyway, which is the scary thing, right? I feel that's very scary. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But you all love me, right? So you will all agree with my opinion. Otherwise, I'll ban you from my chat.
What?
Right? That's a joke. You don't have to agree with me on a couple of things. You have to agree with me on most things, though. Bingo! Yeah, Brussels just said whatever means are worth doing. Yeah, a mother will do anything for her kids, even massive war crimes. Oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody. We're gonna raid out. We're gonna raid the heck out. Who do we raid is the question.
Who is live?
Yeah, who do we raid? Okay, channels that I follow. Oh, I can just do this from over here without. Oh. This is not showing me all the channels that I follow. It's only showing me like the ones with like hundreds of followers. Okay, let's see who's live. But yeah, Gango, thank you so much for another great SULETTA Sunday. I had a lot of fun building with you guys. And you know, watching Wish Mercury. We will be back next weekend. I don't have any collabs lined up this week, so I don't know. We might do Stardew Valley with Toxan. We will see. And then otherwise, yeah, we said that we might, remember? Oh no, we said July. Because I didn't want to.
You said you couldn't.
I did say I couldn't. Oh, I said I couldn't because, because, yeah, the weekend I just looked, I actually do have stuff to do. I can only do stuff on the weekdays. So, and you can't do that. So yeah, no, that will not be this week. But yeah, there might be something else. We'll see. But yeah, anyway, I will see you next Sunday. I'm still in my hiatus. And we're gonna raid the heck out. Who we're gonna raid? Let me have a look. See who is live. Who should we raid? Let's see who's Zaku is making stuff. Zaku, the 100 Zaku revives subathon. Let's check the Gunpla tag. See who else is building. See if there's anyone new, any VTuber that we haven't rated yet. No, I don't think there's anybody that I don't know. Which is a scary thing. For Immortal. No, we're gonna raid. We're raiding. Sorry, I'm just like having a quick look see. I forgot the Sono's not streaming this week. You know what? Let's raid Barry. Barry's just starting out. Barry's a wonderful person and really funny. And the stream says 0 IQ stream. So let's go. Let's do it. So Gango, thank you so much for coming. Please, have a great rest of your day. And I think there's a live Moonbase 2 recording happening on Decade Andy's stream right now. Okay. But yeah, now we're gonna raid Barry. We're gonna raid Barry because I love Barry. Barry's fucking hilarious. Maybe we can collab with Barry sometime. I don't know. But yeah, thank you, Toxin, for coming. Thank you, Sono and Kat, for coming earlier. And never forget to fight forever. Heroes of Hope. Good night.
Bye.